What up? What up? What up? What up? Richard Gray Music. Hello there. Paleo. What's cracking? It's been so long. All right, hold up. Hold up. Boom. Okay. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, it's going to be good. It's going to be so good. So as you know, tonight we have a, what the hell is this? Jiminy Crickets. Had a, excuse me, had a charger in my beehole. Tucson? What's cracking, Pepe? All right, so just hang tight. We're going to get our peeps up in here. Okay, I think we got everybody. All right, yeah, I got the invite sent. Now we're just chilling. How is everyone? How's your day going? How's your week? How's your family? All right, all right, all right. Nothing like a great big lag to start the stream. Okay. What's up, nobody? My name is Nobody. Is that a spin-off of the Meshuggah? Dustin, that name is no longer allowed in this this stream chat. Everyone like I talked to was like, dude, all you gotta do is go in and ban keywords and da da da. I was like, man, I'm not censoring people's speech, man. Come on, baby. I haven't been keeping up, Dustin, so sorry. Letterkenny, that's an old Western? I'm not really big on Westerns. I Googled it and it popped up. Oh, are you talking about the old ones? Actually, you know what? Let's do the right thing and let's talk about this offline. You can email me because I think I know what you're referring to. Yep. All right, Paleo. Paleo, I think it's been a minute since we've spoken, and I miss you. Oh, what number did I leave off on? You guys have no idea how much work it was to select a wiener. And yes, I've selected a wiener. Well, I didn't select a wiener. Random.com selected a wiener. Oh, snap. Nickolas Green. What's up, Sport Brand? Nickolas Green just shared our video on his page. So our ish is about to blow up. So I literally had to write down all these comments and all these usernames and all, like, it's been crazy. And then go to random.com and then select a winner, a backup winner, and a secondary backup winner. Oh, nice. That's what's up. Heck yeah, Nickolas Green Outdoors. You're the man. Okay, so Nickolas Green Outdoors should be with us in just a moment, and we'll be hopping on together. Oh, snap! Here he is. And guys, Light has just been held up a little bit, so he'll be joining us. I'll wait for you. Give me a thumbs up whenever you're ready, brother. So Light is just a little held up with some Problemas de la familia. Just some kid stuff. If y'all got kids, you know how that is. And then we'll be joined by the man himself, Nickolas Green. What's up, Freeman? I'm excited because at the very end of the stream, we are going to list our winners. Okay. Boom. What's up, man?
What's up? Is my mic working okay? I can turn it up and down if it needs
It's
it.
working beautifully.
Okay.
Pretty sure you're going to trump all of us in quality.
No, my internet totals everything.
Really?
So
You said it was pretty bad?
yeah, we get like here. I'll test it right now. It was better today. Let's check. Internet tester. I know the lowest I seen was 0.08.
What?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it at the same time. All right, hold on. See if a city boy versus not a city boy. I mean, I'm in the
Like
suburbs.
when I do lives, it just that's when it's bad because it's my connection.
That's true. I didn't even think doing the live is gonna. Yikes! It's not even registering. Am I even on Wi-Fi? You know what it is? It's probably you actually may beat me, brother. 1.14.
Yeah.
Bro, mine couldn't even register. It said that I need to turn on Wi-Fi, but Wi-Fi is on.
It doesn't disconnect. Like if I'm in a chat like this, it doesn't disconnect. Like, and if it does go bad, the microphone works good. So
That's crazy. Well, your mic is on fire, man. You sound like you're Slim Shady.
well, it's just one of those Blue Yetis that they always use.
Oh, okay.
You know, like just the Blue Yeti microphone. It comes on
Yeah.
the little stand. That's what it is, and it works good. Sometimes it messes up, but other than that,
Nice.
well, I had one for about a year. Didn't use it that much, and then it stopped working, and then they just sent me a new one. So
Hey, you know what? If it works, keep cranking.
yeah.
Man. So 18 years old, man. 18 years old. You got.
Well, I'm almost 19.
That's
Almost.
right. You did share that with me. Oh, we got CRS Firearms in here. What up, CRS? Are you familiar with this channel?
What is it?
CRS Firearms?
No.
Oh, dude, you got to check him out, man. He's been a huge friend of the channel. He's helped us a great deal, and his channel is just like a wealth of knowledge, man.
All right.
See, Mike, just got you another sub. This dude has 600,000 subs, man. At 18, what were you doing when you were 18? I'm just kidding. Okay, so tell me a little bit about while we wait for light. Tell me a little bit about.
I seem really short, but I just got a new desk, and if I do this, it goes up and down.
Oh, nice!
It's a workshop bench. It's a Husky. It's not like a computer desk. Yeah, but all my stuff fits on it. So,
dude, that's sick. I actually saw one like that. It was like remanufactured by just junk, and it had like the spindle in the middle that you could crank, and it would bring the desk up. It was really nice stained wood and all that.
Yeah, I mean it was a third of the price of all the other like composite wood desks. So
yeah, man, that's awesome. And it's by Husky?
Yeah, it's Husky. They didn't have any left in stock, so I got this from the it was just set up out front and I got it. So
dude, I almost bought a Husky axe, like the polypropylene handled 3.5 pound, 4 pound axe today. It was like $30 at Home Depot. I love Husky. Husky's just one of those.
Yeah,
things.
I've never had any. I mean, I've seen it, with Craftsman and stuff, but the desk is solid. Like, if I have to work on it, I can too. So
Yeah. Maybe I could chop your desk with my. I'm just kidding. All right. Well, let's go ahead and jump in right into it. Man.
yeah.
Tell me, like, how'd you get started? I know we kind of briefly touched on it, but like, how'd you get started? Like, what do you like love? Like, what draws you to camping? I want to learn everything about you, your channel, and what you do. Because I
All right.
watch the channel. You do some crazy stuff, bro.
It's not crazy. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I like, or like some stuff that I test, and then I do a video on it. But, well, I started. Now, I had channels before this, like when I was even younger than 15, and it was like gaming channels that I had. So I did do it before, like with my friend and stuff. But it was October of 2017. It was trapping season. And I kept going on YouTube and I was watching just trapping videos over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really interested for some reason in squirrel trapping and weasel trapping. I don't know why. But there was a ton of it, or there wasn't a lot of it on YouTube. And there was like, I don't know, 4 different channels that had some of it on it that I just keep watching the videos. So eventually I just started a trapping channel. I named it Nickolas Green Outdoors, but it was mainly trapping when I started.
Nice.
And I don't know, whenever I go out to check this little line that I made, I just film it and then post it. But and then eventually the camping video come along, and it veered off, towards the whole group of other things that I did, because a lot more people like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did just trapping stuff solely for a while there.
Okay.
And there was a good community around me, and they were all trapping channels. So really, at first, it was a trapping channel, even though I wasn't good at it. Like, I sucked at it, but I don't know why I kept posting them. And at first, like I said, the main reason I wanted to do it was so I could watch my own videos of that kind of trapping.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really do it to like just keep posting a bunch on there. I just kind of did it just because it was fun.
Was it like more so to document your own stuff, you think, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's since then my voice completely changed, and it hasn't seemed like it was that long ago. But it's funny looking on it now. Like, I'm a lot better at trapping and stuff, and I don't know, but I just kind of documented it. And then I started getting a community. And then I did the trapping. I'm not sure. I might have done a couple of videos between the big video and trapping. There might have been a couple of different things, but it was mainly just trapping.
Okay.
And then I did that video, and I did another video after it, like right after, showing putting the camping gear away. And then I went back to trapping, I'm pretty sure. Like, right back to trapping. So I just kind of did that for like a special for my trapping subscribers.
Yeah.
And then I just didn't think anything of it, and I just left it there. And that was the 70 sub special. And I'm not sure exactly on numbers, but I do know that between that video actually blowing up,
mm-hmm.
I was like around 1,000 subs from that 70, just from like a trapping community.
Wow.
So it really was a trapping channel, and then eventually that video just took off out of nowhere, and it kind of veered me into all kinds of different, I don't know, just the fishing, and it's all stuff I'm interested in. A lot of the stuff I do on my channel now, it's stuff that I've wanted to try.
Yeah,
and I'm just kind of
related.
Yeah, I'm just kind of poking my feet in the different kinds, and I don't know, there's some that are sticking and some that aren't, so I'm just kind of putting them together. But yeah, like when I started, it really wasn't for anyone else but what I did. So
nice. Yeah, I saw there was one of the videos I watched of yours because I went through and kind of, watched a bunch of your stuff. And I heard because in my mind, I'm like, oh, this dude is crushing it. He's got, 600,000 subs. And, when you go on someone's channel, it first lists like their most popular videos. And then you can click on their videos and it does like, the most recent to, to the oldest. And I heard you say in the 10th, like, yeah, this is like a 70 sub special or something. I was like, what? It was like, that's where we were at, a month or so ago. So it's kind of cool to see
Well,
the
like I said, I didn't think anything of it when I made that.
yeah,
I kind of just did it and then forgot about it. And then months later, it just took off. Like, yeah. And it just, like I said, completely veered where I just kind of expanded to everything and it wasn't just trapping, which is good because, I mean, you can't just do the same thing like that all the time.
yeah,
And that's in seasons. And, now that the channel's a lot bigger, I only trap a bit out of the season. So it's not really worth putting a ton on because a lot of people don't agree with it. So it's just kind of a mix there with the trapping.
yeah.
But
I'm familiar with putting out content that people aren't or don't agree with.
yeah, well, it just kind of veered it completely. And like I said, that video, I just did it like a normal video.
Mm-hmm.
And then just after it just kind of took off. But like I can't even remember right now like what videos I did after that. Like I'm pretty sure I went back to trapping. So it was just kind of in there and then I did trapping. I think when I made raccoon bait. But I mean I'm kind of forgetting that stuff now. But
Yeah.
yeah, it just kind of like a roller coaster. It's going all over the place.
I think that's kind of cool though, man. It's like you're doing something that a lot of people have interest in, right? Like clearly, at least 600,000 people are interested in camping, outdoors, trapping, obviously the element.
And really, it's weird because I suck at like all of it. Like I suck at like everything I do on my channel.
I don't think you
There's
should be so hard on
there's
yourself.
some things that I'm starting to get a lot better at, but
Well, let me ask
I
you a
don't know.
question.
I just
Do you still cook your steak medium or well done?
yeah,
Okay, then you
I
suck at
do.
cooking steak. But aside from that, you're great at everything else. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just busting your chops,
No,
man.
I suck at cooking it well done. I can't even cook it well. I cook it too far. Actually, though, about a week ago, now week and a half, I got a steak and I cooked it almost well done, but there was pink in the center, and I had it. So I'm trying to, because with me, I'm extremely phobic of parasites.
Okay.
So any meat like that I see, it freaks me out. Or like ticks. I hate ticks. I'm really a phobic of them. Leeches,
Oh,
tapeworms, stuff like that. I'm just very phobic.
yeah.
So but I'm trying to ease into things that I know really aren't going to do anything. So I'm just trying to tell myself. But
I think just to hit it really quickly, I think that like all of us when we're younger have like an element. Like I'm in my 30s. I used to eat steak well done like with ketchup when I was a kid.
yeah,
So like I think you kind of like change, grow, and evolve over time, and we all change. But
yeah, I mean, like since last year, and ticks are a big part of being outdoors, especially here in
oh yeah,
Pennsylvania.
yeah.
I'm sure it's the same right there. I mean, it's
In
not that
Virginia
far.
too, yeah. I
They're
actually
just
saw a dude drop from Lyme's disease. Literally, so he didn't know he had it. We were in the barber shop, and the dude just randomly stood up and started walking and kind of like, swaying and was walking towards the door and collapsed. And they had to call
yeah,
EMS.
they're definitely not a joke.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But the part I fear, I don't care if I get the Lyme's disease, even though that's terrible. It's just it itself. Like even looking at it, I just
the
get
actual.
queasy. So but like since last year, I've gotten a lot better with that. because I wouldn't like, even if there was any grass anywhere, I just like would be terrified to walk through it. And a lot of times I tell myself to suck it up, but like there's things, and it sucks that I am phobic of them because they're literally anything I do, they're there. I see them all the time.
Yeah.
But
oh man, I saw one on because like me and my daughter, she's 4. Like we run around, we go play in the woods. We like I wanted a stump in my backyard to throw like knives and tomahawks at. So I go out and I get this like 250-pound stump, and I'm literally rolling it back, and she's helping me. And we came back, and I was like, all right, we got to check for ticks. And she's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. She's avoiding me the whole time. And I ended up, wrangling her down and finding one on her. And it like almost was in on her, but not all the way. And ended up grabbing it and, torched it and killed it. But
yeah, they're absolutely terrible. Like they're terrible. Because the problem here is like where I'll go in to forage and camp and stuff. They cut certain parts out. The Amish do it differently. Like the wood, it's really weird. But they'll cut like circles out, and it leaves just this ray of sun coming in all summer or spring, and it just grows that that grass that they just love, and it's in the shade half the day, but it grows that, and then they're there. So they're just like there's just patches everywhere. But I'm definitely getting over it. But
yeah. Checking her for ticks excuses. Yeah, right. I should get back and tell my wife, hey, I need to check you for ticks. Sorry. We got a question. Do you guys ever treat your clothes with permethrin?
Permethrin. Yeah, I got a spray can of it there. It is expensive stuff, but actually I just found some on sale. I have the permethrin that they sell from Sawyer's, which is the best kind. That's the yellow bottle. But I have a couple of them, and then yesterday, or no, would have been a week now. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's right here. I gotta put a belt on. My pants keep falling off. No, but I got these. Was $5. I got it for $1.75. But
nice. $1.75.
Yeah, and this stuff's expensive. But
Anon says that DEET is much better than permethrin.
For ticks, permethrin is really good.
Okay. Could you like double up with DEET?
DEET does work. DEET does work, but it's they'll show videos of like having permethrin, and you can. I mean, there is a way to get permethrin and do it yourself, but if you do it too potent, it's just too much. But yeah, permethrin's really strong stuff. Yeah, permethrin's for clothes. You don't want to like spray it on you. Like the best permethrin, like I'm pretty sure it says on this bottle. What does it say? This one spray can of it does 4 outfits, and it lasts for 2 weeks on the clothes or 4 times in the washer. So if you got like your hunting gear and stuff that you just kind of put on for the day, you just kind of spray it once a season or something. Yeah, it's just really strong stuff.
Dang. Yeah, I guess I never, because out where I used to live, there's a bunch of like dirty yuppies that use a toaster to cook steak. Good, Gordon. Thank you for asking. There's a bunch of like, uppity, like, white yuppies that are scared of DEET. So if you like walk into Dick's and Walmart or like any outdoors place, you see like all these DEET free options, and then there's like one little narrow line of repellent with DEET in it. It's crazy. But I moved out. I was closer to the city before. I moved out of there.
Now this big thing of lotion, I got this because I'll be camping with people and I'll just take it. So if they're getting bit by mosquitoes, they can use it. But it's a lotion. It was $45 and I got it for 15, but it's called Picardin. I've never heard of it, but I guess it's good mainly against mosquitoes, but ticks too.
Nice.
But I know the best thing for ticks is permethrin.
So your cooking is pretty much on point. Like I've seen.
I wish.
No, seriously. I mean, your setup. Like I've seen a lot of camping channels. I've seen a lot of people doing some outdoors. Like I think that anyone that's taken the time to practice camping, learn how to camp, learn how to live in the outdoors with less. I'm always of the belief is if you want to become a better person, then take stuff away from yourself, and it teaches you how to become more resourceful. It teaches you how to, contribute to yourself and your family. And obviously, a lot of other people are, interested in that too in your channel. But what are some of your favorite cooking setups?
I definitely say my favorite is I give the specific tent and stove because I have what can I say? I've got 4 setups now that have wood stoves in it. So I have 4 wood stoves.
Hold on, you're telling me, and you have to forgive me, I don't go camping too often. You're telling me that you can cook inside the tent?
Yeah, that's mainly like the camping I do. Well, now it won't be as much because it's getting warmer, but like in the winter and fall, I use my hot tents.
Well, I guess in that one you had that. It was almost like the tent had a mud room. The turtle.
Yeah, it's the one I have. It's a Ellis tent, and that's canvas. And the front, it kind of. So just imagine like your original teepee.
Yeah.
You've got 4 walls. That's just how they do the canvas ones. You got 4 walls, and it just kind of goes straight. So if rain's coming, it just comes straight down right to there. So if it's not shut, it just falls in.
Okay.
Well, with that tent, he added on that extra roof that kind of comes out like this. So you can stand outside and be under the door of it. And then you could set something there to have it like a mud room or something like that.
Yeah, I know that like the one that I was watching most recently was the tent. I don't know if you remember. You would call it the turtle. You remember?
Oh
which
yeah,
one I'm referring to?
the pump up tent.
Yeah, it was the Kua. What was it? Like CUO. Yeah. Hold on. My wife texts me, "You're being loud." That's great. Thanks for supporting the channel. So yeah, the it was like a sit down mudroom kind of thing. Well, I guess it's not a mudroom.
Oh, that's okay, yeah.
It's like an awning, but there are ones where you can like straight up stand up. I'm very I'm not very educated when it comes to tents.
My biggest hot tent has a 9-foot roof.
Damn.
So to the point at the top, because like I said, it's that teepee kind of thing.
Yeah.
So you got a 12 by 12 floor, 12 by 12 foot, and then you've got a 9-foot ceiling that just kind of goes up through the center. And with that one, you can run the wood stove out of the side, so it's kind of low, and then you could have it on a 90 angle and just have it, branches to where it's just kind of held out sideways.
Okay.
But since it's so windy here, I just usually there's a jack and the top of it on the side, and you can just run the wood stove right through the center. And you get a lot more heat too off the pipe. But I'd say my favorite like cooking setup would be the canvas hot tent, and it's called a Nickolas Alaskan Junior wood stove. And that's the best because I can fit 2 cast iron pans and my little coffee pot on it, or tea kettle. You can fit all that on there and do it all at the same time.
You said Nickolas Alaskan. I'm writing this down.
Yeah, it's a Nickolas Alaskan Junior. I think that's like the smallest one that company sells. And yeah, honestly, second place would be my other hot tent. I have a couple now, but there's one, and it's kind of like a pop-out deer blind. You just kind of pull them out, and usually they're real cheap quality.
Mm-hmm.
But that frame, it's the same as one of those frames, but the vinyl, it's actually like a really, really good vinyl, and there's 3 layers of it. So you just kind of pop that out quick, and then there's a smaller wood stove that goes in that one, but you can fit a whole cast iron on that too. So,
any specific wood stove, or
that one, well, really, best thing, like, since my favorite one is, if you look up Ellis canvas tents, prairie tent, that's the one I use.
Okay.
And they are pricey, but I mean, I think it weighs like 50 some pounds. It's under my bed right now. You can't even see it.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, that thing's awesome. It is heavy. Like, if you're gonna do that, you're gonna want snow so you can pull a sled, because it's just backbreaking if you're gonna try to hike that in somewhere.
Lug it around yourself.
That's good, because I mean, I'm using those tents when it's snowing, so you can use a sled or something. And then I use my ultralight whenever it's warm out. So.
And where would you mentioned the North Face one that you got? Where would that?
Yeah, it's I got it from the North Face store. There's one about an hour from us, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I haven't used it yet. I kind of folded it out to see, but that's just gonna be like when trout fishing comes in. I'm gonna find somewhere to sleep on the riverbank, so that one I can just kind of like fold it out, put it in the grass somewhere. Or from the same company as the tent, from the Ellis Canvas tents, if you look up the Rocky Mountain Swag Bag Plus, it's a cowboy bedroll, and it's got a memory foam pad in it.
Nice.
And I've got a wool blanket and a pillow and stuff in it, but that folds up into a canvas bag, and you can just kind of throw that together with the tent. But
nice, man.
Yeah, canvas is definitely the best. It is heavy, and if it gets wet, it is a pain to dry. But other than that, I mean, if you wanted to leave a canvas tent for a couple of months, the water won't bother it. Just whenever you pack it up, just let it dry out. But I mean, the vinyl, it runs off easy, and you can pack it whenever. But the canvas, it just kind of holds the water on the outside.
Yeah.
You can't leave it like that.
So what do you do if you get downpoured on?
Well, I've avoided it so far.
Okay.
But there was one time I didn't. Like, since then, I've avoided it. I'll use a different tent if it's going to rain or snow. I use... what was I saying? Oh my gosh, my memory is that bad. I just forgot what I was saying.
You were talking about
it's that bad.
the rain with the canvas so far. There was one time.
Oh yeah, there was one time, and it was when I first got the tent. I put it in the yard, and it sat through 2 weeks of like blizzard-like conditions, and then rain, and then ice, and then freezing rain. I mean, so much wind hit the one front of it that it pushed the front in hard enough. It pulled the military stake out of the ground, and it was frozen in the ground.
Dang.
But it did not rip at all. And he told me to do that. He said, because, if you get a canvas tent, the way it's stitched, you got to let those threads kind of take some moisture and just kind of puff out a bit so there's no leaks. And I left it for like 2.5 weeks, and it was fine after that, and it was waterproof, and I had to bring it inside, and I kind of hung the whole thing out across the house. So like, what I found best though with that kind of thing is, if it's going to be nice out or dry in a few days after,
Yeah.
Just roll it up, and it might smell a bit, but just roll it up and then just wait and then take it back outside. But they're a pain. They are a pain, but they're really nice. I mean,
yeah,
I'd feel safe in that anywhere.
So where you're camping, I mean, what's the likelihood that you'll run into like bear, and I know it depends on if it's like rifle season and kind of how deep you go in the woods and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, really here there's coyotes that you hear, but they're just hunting stuff, and
yeah,
we have black bears, but around here they don't really care, and they either run away or they just kind of keep walking.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, there's no danger in that sense.
Yeah.
So
would you
really, it's not, and snakes aren't bad. I mean,
yeah,
the main thing, and it's funny, but just those ticks. That's probably the most dangerous thing, because there's so many different types now, and they all got different diseases. But, it's definitely not like you're gonna run to a grizzly bear or something and get killed.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw this out there too for everyone in the comments. If you can guess, so usually like I'll get like some candy or whatever, and I'll kind of snack on something while I eat. To everyone in the comments, if you can guess what I'm eating, I'll pick something off of my gun bench and send it to you.
I'm gonna guess a Werther's.
A Werther's? That's a good like grandma candy though.
Those are good. What are you talking about?
They are good. It's just anything that you chew and it doesn't move. Not really.
I can't eat anything sour. Like my taste buds are just. I can't eat anything really hot. I can't eat anything really sour. It's just so sensitive.
And dried pineapple. That's a good guess. That's next. Oh, that's great. Oh man, you get gummy worms. Nope. I'll let you know when I see it. There's a lot of valuable stuff on this desk, guys. And just to throw this out there, Loki still hasn't claimed his vertical grip. It's still sitting actually right here. Little K grip still sitting right here. Loki, email me back. And I did pick winners for our giveaway. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Lemon heads. Oh, that's great. What's up, Grow Chop? No.
Have you had one already? No, whatever you're eating.
Yeah. I've actually been sneaking it in like the whole time. I go like this. I'm trying to hide it, but there's a couple times.
I maybe chocolate covered raisins.
Ooh, that's a good guess. Somebody said dried pineapples, and that's actually a few people said that, and that's an excellent guess.
It's something covered. It's some like fruit covered in something. I think I'm probably wrong.
I'm gonna have people like rewinding it, like not even watching the stream. I like doing funny stuff like that. What you said, Walter?
It's probably something you made.
Oh no, it's I wish I had a way to make this dried banana chips. No, guys, you're giving me too much credit. This is nothing healthy. Oh, so you could Dustin for the win. Dustin for the win. Wow. Everyone, cotton candy. Give Dustin.
How are you sneaking that in? How do you keep that color back?
So
how did you
literally pull up a piece, tuck it like this, and just okay. He's like, damn, I want to learn how to sneak.
Why are you chewing it though? Are you just trying to throw people off?
I mean, kind of, but now I kind of enjoy chewing it a little bit.
It just disappears.
Because if you see me like, so when I cotton candy is a high man's candy. I'm not high, man. Come on.
I don't know. There's sometimes have you ever seen where they give?
Okay, hold on. Sorry, we got a dispute. Let me go back. Texas. Ooh, Texas did say it. Oh, Dustin. Sorry, brother.
Wow.
Texas said it.
He probably knew though. After looking back up,
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever seen where they gave the raccoon cotton candy and he went to wash it off and it just
No,
disappeared?
no, what?
Well, you know, they wash like everything they eat almost.
No, no. I actually am dealing with a raccoon problem right now, and I want to feed it tannerite, but
Well, they found not far from my house, someone had like 27 hand grenades. So they just blew them all up
what?
like Saturday, and I didn't know what the noise was because at first I heard a doo, 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 like tannerite because they always shoot it around us, and then I heard like an even louder like just whoosh like through the air. I didn't know what it was, and it
Yeah.
like rung my ears.
Was it like the echoing of the charge or whatever it was?
Yeah, it must have been because there was that first like almost like the ground. It was really weird, and then
Yeah.
it hit again, and I was like, that wasn't
Energetics,
tannerite.
energetics are very interesting at the dollar store. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, explosives are very interesting in the way that
Yeah,
they
I'm
create
not
energy.
shooting tannerite for a while after what happened to me.
Do you want to? I'm sure there's some people in here that were not present for your last story. Do you want to share about that story?
Oh, the tannerite.
Yeah.
Well, we got this. It was like a 1 pound bag, and it wasn't tannerite. It was like that different mix that they do,
The
and it was
22 reactive.
it was a 22 sensitive target.
Mm-hmm.
So we took it down. I mean, we just to simplify it, we shot it like 20 times. There was holes. It was coming out of it. Wouldn't go, and we were going to leave, and I kind of went like another step forward to turn, and Dad shot it again, and it just went off, and I mean literally like I couldn't hear, and my eyes were flashed. I couldn't like really see anything,
Yeah.
and the amount of heat that hit me, and the force it threw me backwards, and I'm big. It threw me backwards, pushed me like,
It's scary,
and
man.
there was a little blast radius right in front of me, and that was just that was a 22 target.
Wow.
It was a 22 target.
Well, so if you think about it, um, oh, sorry, hold on.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
freaked me out, you know, and didn't think it would do that.
Yeah. If you think about it, the 22 reactive stuff just means it's less stable, right? Like it's a less stable binary explosive, and yeah. So I mean, it could, and I'm not sure. You could have a higher reaction than traditional tannerite.
Well,
Which
there's a
is,
ghost in my room.
I heard that. I thought like mom and dad
That
popped in.
ukulele's been sitting there for like a week and a half straight, and it just fell over.
Hold up, that was the ukulele that just fell over.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, man, that's crazy.
Yep, it just fell over. I have no clue.
Well, that's a little scary. Okay, so
Oh, I had to return. I got this from my GSG.
nice little drum mag.
Yeah,
What is
it's
that, 75
110
drum mag?
rounds.
110?
Yeah,
Really?
I
Does it
kept
work?
shooting burst on it, and it just kept going, going, and going, and then it jammed. I was like, oh, it's out, and then it went for another like 5 minutes. Like, I mean,
Wow.
if you had two of those and you went to a range, that would be like you could really savor. I mean, 220 rounds through that kind of gun. I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a fun gun, man. So what are
and
some
that's a pellet
things?
gun.
Yeah, of course. 6 millimeter, 22. Let me just throw this out to the comments too, guys. If you guys have questions for Nickolas, then throw them in. Throw them in the comments. I'll highlight them and make sure they're answered. And what are some things that you want to talk about, Nickolas? What are some exciting things you have coming up for the future?
Well, morel hunting season soon, so those will start popping up here.
What
Probably
is that?
another couple of weeks. Morel mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
I was saying last. A lot of people know morels. It's Like if you do like the mushroom hunting, you just you got to know what a morel is.
Yeah. And those are the ones you have to cut in half to identify, right?
Yeah, I mean, once you find a patch, you really don't. You just kind
Okay.
of pick them then. But like, I still haven't found a false morel, and you can tell. I mean, they look a lot weirder. But
And you just like go out and like eat them raw, like raw dog, just like just like eat them, or you bring them home and you cook them.
oh no,
Or
you gotta. Yeah, you get any mushroom out in the wild, you gotta cook it, which sucks because there's some that just look amazing, and you just no, they need cooked. Honestly, like with morels, a lot of people just fry them up like a fried mushroom, and
well,
I pan fried them. I just kind of put some flour on them and fried them in butter, and they taste just like steak. I mean, they're amazing.
dude, I am not into mushrooms at all. It makes me like actually feel physically sick to think about eating
Yeah,
mushrooms.
there's a lot of people that they want to eat them, but they can't. Their body just doesn't digest them right.
Yeah.
And can you eat chicken in the woods? No, they don't recommend eating any wild mushroom raw.
We got
Chicken in the
two.
woods, though, I did find it before, but I didn't pick any. But I haven't seen a lot of it around here. Honestly, I see a lot of oysters, which is funny because they are a common mushroom, and a lot of people know oysters. But I find a lot of them, and turkey tail, those are everywhere. I mean, everyone finds them. People are putting comments. Yeah, I'm gonna do a morel video, and also crappie fishing soon. They'll start coming in. So
Nice. Yeah, a few people. Let's see. Do you carry a pellet gun when you go camping? And what do you always, like, absolutely always take camping with you?
as far as a pellet gun, um, I I don't think I've taken one once, because so far the spots that I've gone to, um, I just there's really no need, and
So you don't bring
I
a
don't know.
gun
It's
at all?
no. So far I never have because I really haven't had to. Um, it's been areas where I know there's not going to be something that's you know
Well, how would you know?
just well, like I said, it's really and yeah, it is stupid. I'm gonna start carrying one,
I
but
wouldn't say it's stupid. I just think, I
no. Well,
mean,
actually, recently I've been looking at auctions because you got to be 21 to go and buy a short pellet gun, and I'm gonna find one at an auction so I can carry that because like carrying a big rifle, I just rather not honestly
yeah.
for like
And
where
just
I've
for clarity,
camped.
you can talk about any gun you want. Just don't bring one on screen. You're good. We've talked about crazy stuff on this channel.
Yeah, I don't know. I just I haven't really found a need for one, and I know. I mean, there could be a rabid coyote, just anything. You know what I mean? But like,
Or a lurker, a camper lurker.
I just haven't found the need to take a big rifle because that's really all I have right now is just big
Yeah.
rifles.
Hmm.
So and trust me, if I go deep or I go down trails far in the woods, um, you know, I'll definitely have something on me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna mess around with that. But as far as like where I camp, like a lot of times when I get new tents, I go down in the pine grove right down here, and a lot of times there's woods there. I go in, and there's always people around. So
Yeah.
there's definitely like if I went to another state or something and I'm going deep in the woods, I'm gonna have a gun. But
Yeah, for sure. Here's a question for you on the screen.
what are you gonna upgrade on the four wheeler? I I don't really want to upgrade. The four wheeler I have now it's a 2002 Yamaha Bear Tracker.
And that
And
bear tracker looked badass, man.
just a few years ago, I mean, anything it needed done, we just told him to get it all done. I mean, and it just runs perfectly. I mean, when it's warmer out, you hold it once and it just turns right on, or if it's colder, you just let it warm up a minute. But that thing's awesome. And I'm not really into like four wheelers or side by sides. I'm more of into like mini bikes. Like I don't even like dirt bikes.
Really?
Like like when I want to upgrade with something like that, it's gonna be like a mini bike because I just love them so much. But yeah, I mean that 4-wheeler. I mean I've treated it nice, and I hope it lasts for many more years because the person that had it before me, he said his dad had it, and his dad was all over, and he said his dad would just drive down his field right behind his house, and every time he get a deer, he'd just pull the deer back to the house. So,
wow,
a Rokon? Yes, I was. I'm probably buying a Rokon. Yeah, I was looking at the tactical one. I was looking at it, but I don't know. The Trailbreaker looks a lot better.
Sorry,
and it sucks that they're $9,000 because they're awesome. But that will be the next. That'll be the next bike I get.
The Rokon is a bike or a quad or what is it?
Well, it's like it goes slow, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's one of those things that goes slow and it will climb upside down up a mountain.
Okay.
It's one of those things. It's like a crawler, and I mean that can go through water. It floats. I know the wheels. You can put gas in the wheels, hold gas in the wheels. It pulls like crazy amounts of weight. I don't want to say anything because I won't get it exact, but I mean it pulls crazy amounts of weight, and it's still. I mean it goes 35 miles an hour.
Really?
And yeah, it's a 2-wheel drive, and yeah, it's a motorcycle.
And it floats?
It's 2-wheel, yeah, and it's 2-wheel drive, and they have it set up to where I'm not good with these things, and I know I've seen it before, but they have it set up. It's a 2-wheel drive, and it's just heavy duty, like heavy duty.
Here's one for you.
What's my favorite food to cook on camping? Honestly, steak.
It's the easiest.
And I know I overcook it, but like, I'm still learning. Like last one I had was better than the one before, and it was better than the one before. So, yeah, but honestly, a steak because there's so many ways to cook it too when you're camping. Like last minute, you could decide like, yeah, I'm gonna hang it over the fire, or I'm gonna put it on these sticks, or I want this seasoning on it. Like it just works with anything while you're camping. So. Yeah, those Rokons, they still make it, but like I said, I mean, they're $8-9 grand just for base model.
Really?
Oh, he's doing better. Yeah, his test came back this morning and he didn't have it, but he's got to have something pretty bad because, I mean, he was real sick for a good week and a half.
You said he's getting better?
Yeah, he's better now, but
that's good, man. Glad to hear it. What are some of your like future? Do you have something scheduled set up that now that the weather's getting
better? Yeah, this year I'm gonna really push the channel because I really haven't, honestly. Like I haven't put in as much effort as I should, and I wish I did, but I'm finally like, okay, what are you doing? Like you can put a lot of time in, and so I was on the phone with my designer today again, and I'm doing a bunch of stuff. So there's going to be new logos, new banners, new live streams, scheduled videos, like big videos. There's going to be a new intro. I'm going to do memberships. There's going to be a travel series. I'm going to be collabing with like 5 YouTubers this year. And it's just going to be a lot better. Because yeah, I mean, I don't know what I've been thinking, but the biggest thing now, though, I can drive and I have my own truck.
Yeah.
Like, what amazes me to myself is, like, and this is the only thing, but I just don't know how I've kept it going being stuck in the same exact spot. All the years I've had the channel, I have been stuck in the same spot. Couldn't go nowhere. I did one trip last year. It was a 4-day video, which I know it wouldn't do well, but I still shared it. And I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, just dip my toes in like traveling and how it felt. But
is that what you mean when you say you've been stuck in the same spot? You mean as far as
I'm literally, yeah, like couldn't go nowhere. Stuck camping in the same spots.
Yeah.
Foil or something out there. I'm stuck in the same spot. I'm stuck going to the same places. Stuck doing the same things. And it gets repetitive. Not only to people watching, but me, it gets really repetitive.
Yeah.
If I can't leave one area for years, and somehow it still went, I don't know, but like, yeah, I was stuck in the same spot, and now it's warming up again, and it's not frozen outside. I have a truck, I have a license, and there's people I can go and meet now. So
yeah,
I've got a lot planned compared to what I've done on the channel so far. So, but yeah.
So, do you know, when you say you're going to collab with 5 YouTubers, do you know who that is? And you don't have to share. I'm just curious if you already know.
Well, I kind of can't.
Okay. Yeah, and I
because there's a lot of people that like I'll go live and they all speculate who it is. And some of them they know, like 2 of them they know who they are.
Yeah.
But I won't say it, or I'll just like smile and then they just keep putting question marks. So I'm just kind of keeping it a mystery until it happens. And there's 2 bigger ones that are up in Canada. So of course with the virus going on, I'm not sure how it would be, getting to them. But they, between those 2 and me, getting together as soon as the border loosens a little bit will be like instantly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've there's actually no, there'd be like 7. There's 3 smaller YouTubers that I'll be collabing with that are kind of in my area, or they're in PA, or I'm gonna go along the line and I'll see them there. And it's just people that like I've chatted with and stuff. And then there's 4 bigger channels. So
nice. Man.
And yeah, I talked to a lot of them, like the Beery Woodsman. I've talked to them. But as far as him or that group, I haven't planned anything out. So
have you ever heard of something called Carnicon? Or
what is it?
Carnicon? Or do you know anyone named Dugan Ashley? And is he hiding in your basement? I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. It's a joke about our 3rd member who went AWOL.
Well, I figured it out after you said his name.
Yeah. Okay, so then I think something that would be valuable to our viewers is, focusing on, water, focusing on food, focusing on trapping, anything that has to do like with getting food, cleaning water, anything you can share on those topics, I think would be super valuable. Or do you usually bring water? Like, what?
Well, I want to start off as like, what is going on outside? I'm pretty sure can you hear that?
I can hear. It sounds like your house is haunted. Like there's
a big sheet of tin out back, and I think the wind's picking up because there's rain coming in tonight, and I think it's throwing it around and it's super loud. But I want to say, like, I'm not really knowledgeable in any of that, like, and I am learning on a lot of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, throat's dry. I'm learning on that kind of stuff. Like, as far as me knowing about survival situations with getting water.
Yeah.
Like around here, there's a lot of just springs everywhere that I know of. And I know of some filtration. Like whenever I camp, we'll just say in like my position, whenever I just go out and do the videos, it's kind of, I just take a ton of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and I wish I wasn't like that, but I take a bunch of stuff and I'm getting better with it because a lot of people get mad. They're like, you took your whole bedroom with you camping. But like whenever I go on a camping trip, I just take a jug of water. But that's one of those things that I'm going to start learning on because it is a really good thing to learn. Like whenever I do hike-ins this year, which I'm going to start doing, I've never done them. Whenever I do hike-ins or bike-ins, I'll figure out how to get water and get it purified right. And trust me, I mean, I have filtration devices and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I like to learn natural ways to do it because I'm not really smart with that stuff. Yeah, I mean, as far as trapping and foraging, there's definitely good ones that I have down, like hunting, trapping, foraging. Those are things that I've got down decently.
Yeah.
But as far as water, I just know springs.
Well, I mean,
But
if you're surrounded by springs, you're good. Like that's
yeah, I mean, there's springs everywhere you go.
yeah. Okay, did you hear
Um,
that? Now my house is haunted. Your poltergeist has been passed on to me.
that metal is freaking me out. Do you hear it
I
again?
only heard it a few times now. I heard the ukulele.
It sounds like someone's beating on my wall. All right. Favorite traps? Yeah, 110 conibear. Honestly, like snares aren't good because after you catch, I mean, it could be one thing you catch and it ruins the wire. Obviously, you can reuse the locks and stuff, and it does seem like a good survival use. But after the first or maybe fourth use, it's just totaled. But yeah, I mean, 110 conibears, by far, that's the best survival trap, I'd say. I mean, it's just perfect. It's perfect for anything.
That's
Actually,
one thing I had no knowledge
I'd say maybe 120.
Keep talking. I gotta just
You've just got
real quick.
you've just got that extra, the extra spring on it gives it more power. I mean, I've seen people, they've caught raccoons and stuff with them, and it kills them. But yeah, 110 conibears. I wouldn't be stocking up on 330s. I mean, those things are heavy. They're a pain to set, and I mean, really, you're just gonna be catching like beaver. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I get hurt more from rat traps than 110 conibears snapping on my hands. Those hurt more than 110.
Really?
Yeah, those rat, if they hit you on your bone, oh my gosh. Because I use them when I set weasel boxes.
Okay.
It's like a wooden box, and then you've got a hole in the front, and they're real small. I mean, weasels are real small here. If you get one, I've only caught one. But you kill them with a rat trap, and it body grips them. Like they're that small. A rat trap body grips them. So
that's brutal.
You think you could use a 110 Magnum as a foothold? No. Really, the only way you can get them with like a 110 is just the body, because it just holds their body and they can't use their feet to move. But I mean, they just pull their feet right out.
Catching cook.
Do more fishing videos? Yeah, I'm going probably scouting tomorrow because they should be coming in soon to the banks. And it's gonna rain tomorrow, a little light, so I might meet up with my friend and we'll go check, because the panfish should start coming in this one bank that we go to. So yeah, but I mean, 110, I mean, all you have to do, if there's a ton of squirrels, you just set up a running pole and then just put the conibear up there, and you just get a nail, put the conibear on that, and once you grip it, it just holds it there. But
nice.
Use 330s as footholds for beaver. Yeah, I mean, those are strong. Those are strong. But even with that, though, I mean, they could get out of that. But beavers, I mean, their feet are short. I mean, you can catch their whole legs by just catching their foot.
So here's a question I have. What is the craziest, coldest camping, like the absolute craziest cold camping?
The craziest, coldest. Well, oddly enough, the closest I've got to getting real sick or like dangerous cold, it was just a normal night, and it got down. It was like was only like 40. And I mean, that's not bad. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I had this hammock and I had it hanging, and me and my friend were just camping in the yard,
Mhm.
and it was real windy and it was cold, but I finally was able to fall asleep because I started getting the chills, and then I didn't pay attention to weather,
Mhm.
but it started raining, and then it got even colder, so it started freezing,
Oh wow.
and I woke up. I couldn't feel my feet, and I wear Crocs everywhere. Like I'll walk in the snow barefoot, like stuff like that. So I'm really good with like cold.
Yeah.
But I knew at that point, like I was even at dangerous level then, and that was in a hammock in the yard.
Wow.
And then I'll go in my hot tent, and it'll be like 0 out, and my hot tent will be like 100 degrees.
That's
So I
crazy.
definitely say like when I camp, and that's why a lot of people laugh about it in the comments, because it's like I have like a fully functioning trading post whenever I camp every time. Like it's always overdone. So I think that was a
Bacon.
222.
Thank you for the 223.
I'll have to look that up.
He said, "Just saw where you live. What I miss." We're talking about. So this is Nickolas Green Outdoors. We're talking about everything: Sub-Zero, camping, hunting, fishing, trapping, cotton candy. We've covered a lot here, brother.
Yeah, like I said, I'm not like a survivalist or anything. Like I don't know. There's just a lot of things that I just kind of dip my toes in. That
I don't
down
think
the
you
road, I
know how much what you do will help you, though, if we end up in a situation, where the lights go. And we kind of like discuss this scenario all the time. It's like you go to flip the light switch and the lights don't come on. You go to, turn on the faucet, water doesn't come out. You pick up your phone and there's that X near the service, and you're like, oh no. These things that you're doing, though you may not see it as such, could help you in a world without rule
I
of
mean,
law.
there's definitely things that I'm proud of owning that I know if something happened, I'd have a full. I mean, full like I said, a trading post. I just have a full one, just anywhere I wanted to put it, anywhere I
Yeah.
wanted to put it. And there's traps, and honestly, the best thing, just get a bunch of those books, and ones with pictures too.
Yeah.
That's the only way I really learn is if I'm reading something and then there's pictures as well. But honestly, like books, just take one of them whenever you're trying to learn something. And obviously you're not in a survival situation then, and just try that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've got so many books that I've just kind of piled up. And okay, what you could fit in a box or something, there's so much knowledge here that you could use, and you don't even have to remember it in your head. It's there. You can learn it then.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, it's just written things that you haven't gotten to yet, and you just kind of have knowledge just sitting there to look from. So, I mean, I've got, as far as like books and that kind of thing, I've got
Mhm.
like such a wide array of different, just different books. I mean, I have one for like the flint napping and stuff, and then I have another book on like gems and stuff and the different types that you'd make spearheads of. So I've got those two books that would join, and I
Nice.
mean, there you can learn how to do that like really well. So I don't know. It's just, I definitely say if you don't got time to learn a ton of stuff, just get a bunch of books for it. But
Yeah.
and
Um,
yeah, I love gardening. That's another thing I'm okay at. Um,
yeah, that's huge, man. Gardening is literally the future.
yeah.
So what could you share with us? Anything about forging? That's something
Um,
I'm really interested in. Someone mentioned that there's the most valuable thing that they've ever won was a pack of cards that was a like the size of playing cards, that was a foraging, like what's safe to eat and what's not safe to eat thing.
Yeah.
And I've never seen those. Well, I haven't looked for them either, but like something like that would be huge. Was that the metal thing?
Yeah.
Dude, that sounded like a 357 going off outside.
Yeah, it did. Well, earlier, Dad threw a paint can in the fire. It scared the crap out of me.
What about foraging? Is there
Foraging,
anything here?
honestly, just pick. And I'm only like a tenth of the way to knowing everything when I walk in the woods. But I
Mhm.
mean, even just a tenth, that is a lot. But
Yeah.
I just went from one thing to another, watched videos on that, read about it, used it, and then moved on to the next, and just keep moving and moving and moving. But
Mhm.
I mean, you just start out with the simple things, like the common. And yeah, you could take just a little pamphlet and just see the common ones. And once you identify all the common ones, just move up another step. Or if you see a new one out in the woods, I mean, it really goes with anything. Like if you see a nut, or if you see like some kind of leek, or some kind of medicinal root, or some kind of mushroom. If you know all the commons of those different categories, maybe say like 100 in each category,
Mhm.
if you know just those, you know more than a lot of people just learning those things.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, yeah, it's simple stuff, and you think a lot of people know it. Like, I mean, like ginseng, just ginseng. Like, a lot of people
Yeah.
won't even know what ginseng is,
Mhm.
and it's super medicinal. I mean, a lot of people, they just get it now just because you can sell it overseas.
Yeah.
But I mean, something simple like that, a lot of people won't even know. Like, they'd walk past it in the woods and
Mhm.
not even know they just walked over $100 bill.
Yeah.
But like I said, you just gotta start with the basics, like just a regular group of stuff that you find all the time. And then once you are walking through the woods and find them, if you see something you don't know, just Google it. Just Google it, and then learn about that, and then move on to the next one.
Yeah. A couple
Yeah,
people.
you can make bread from acorns. I got acorns drying in my window right now. I got like 300 of them, but the
Nice.
bag kind of collapsed. So,
So every time I throw away like the hundreds and hundreds of acorns that my daughter collects, I'm doing myself a disservice. You can make acorn flour. Um, awesome. You're starting your first garden this spring. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
like I said, like the main thing that gives me happiness on my channel, because it takes a lot to get me happy, and like, because I got a comment earlier, it's just simple stuff, like really simple stuff. Like
Hmm.
someone said they're gonna plant sunflowers for the first time because
Yeah.
I did a video on, and I mean, you and I know sunflowers are extremely easy. Like
Hmm.
it's something simple like that, but someone didn't even dip their toes in it yet because they thought it wouldn't work out or it was too hard. Someone
Yeah.
commented earlier that they've never grown anything and they were going to try to plant sunflowers for the first time.
Wow.
Which is, it's cool because I mean that might get someone started on learning about all that.
Yeah.
Or
Especially
like
when they
before,
actually see the fruits of their
like
labor.
I had parents comment before and they said they have their kids watch me, and they said their one kid wanted a bird feeder and like bird food. um After they watched my like one bird feeding video and I said what to get to start. I don't
Hmm.
know, it's things like that that bring me joy on the channel,
Yeah.
because I know with me, like what got me started was like I don't know if you ever seen it. You remember like insect lore where they did the butterflies you get,
No, no.
and they had it at the store. It's like a little net cage, and then you send a certificate, you get the caterpillars, and then they go into chrysalis, and then you hang them in that, and then let them go once they emerge.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure.
there
like in
was
school and stuff.
the main brand for that insect lure. They sold like little habitats where you could keep mealworms in it or something, or you could order a frog from them and then grow tadpoles or whatever. But I mean, just something like that completely sparked me doing outdoors. I could have still been doing games. I mean, just something really small like that sparked everything I'm into now.
Yeah.
So
Learning how to dehydrate using the sun, that's very valuable. That's something that I haven't done. We're actually starting our first garden this spring as well. Just because like I'm finally away from the city in the suburbs and have a little bit more space, but I'm going to have to do, what do you call it? A raised bed garden.
yeah, well, I was gonna do a video soon. Actually, I just went out and I have a garden out there, and it's all fenced in. I did a controlled burn, and I burn it down, and then I'm gonna order some rocks, make a path through the center, and then go around the outside, put rocks. And I'm gonna go to the Amish lumberyard by us, get some wood, and then do a video on making raised beds.
Nice.
And yeah, I don't know. It's just stuff like that. Like if I was able to show like one person like me trying to make a raised bed, and then they're like, I'm gonna try it, because like I said, anything I do on my channel, I'm not good at it. So a lot of people watch just because I'll show me like failing at everything. But
here's the thing,
yeah,
though. I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, because failing is the most important part of the process of mastering something.
well, everyone comments and says just leave it in, because they said
Yeah.
a lot of channels, they just, it's all serious and they leave out their failures, and it's like they've already learned it all, and they don't mess up ever.
Well, good news
Perfect.
for you is you're on a live stream with a guy eating cotton candy, licking his fingers, and we have never edited a thing in our entire YouTube. Now, we've only been doing this since December 22nd, but there's I don't know, there's something to be said about like we basically only go live. That's like all we do. Now there's another big opportunity that we have to, like, if me and other people involved with the channel were to do recorded videos and say like, hey, this is how you build a solar still. This is how you prep IBC totes for, or like rain catching, or, this is how you build a raised bed garden, or, this is how you identify, heirloom quality, just anything like that, like how you build a portable still, even something as simple as like, okay, if you are literally stranded like on a beach and all you have is two, crappy, like empty bottles and salt water, here's how you get fresh drinking water from it, like walking people through things like that. And we're not able to share that knowledge because of our current like setup. So we're kind of reevaluating how we're going to do things so we can provide more value to the viewers as well, which is, that's all you guys.
And honestly, the biggest learning device I've used so far that I've learned the most from was YouTube. I mean, you just go through. I mean, like one time I clicked on something simple. It was like I think it was just a figure 4 deadfall, because he caught a chipmunk in it or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it just kind of branched. And then I think I went to making charcoal, and then that branched to a clay stove, and then someone making pottery. And then that branched to, it just keeps branching, and you just keep learning all this stuff from watching it. Like, yeah, I think honestly, like learning from YouTube is even better than a book. I mean, you get to see people do it their way too. Like, I haven't seen a video of someone making charcoal or how they make pottery. I have not seen two alike. Like, they all do it differently.
Yeah.
So you can just take from all of them, and at the same time, it's entertaining. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Or how to take
so
charcoal and make gunpowder at home. You know,
well,
seriously.
and then eventually it goes to like I don't know, someone mining gold, and then I get stuck in gold panning. But like, I mean, just for the
Oh, that's
times
right. You
that
do
you're
gold
on,
panning too.
yeah, it just there's so many things you can learn off of, and a lot of people say that, watching all that stuff's bad, or staying on TV's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. If you're watching all those different like survival skills, and
It
they do it their
depends.
way and it works.
It
If they do it
depends.
their way and it works, you just learn a new method of it. So,
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing.
and the
If
same as trapping. Like I learned tons of trapping skills just from watching older or younger people on here just doing it their way.
yeah,
So,
that's something that I could definitely see myself getting into. Like trapping. Like I've been hunting and I've done my fair share of like you know cleaning corn and poop off of my hands from opening up deer. But yeah, I've never done any trapping. I've done night hunts. I've done yeah, so I'd love to do that. But growing is kind of the new fascination for me. And ever since last fall, when it started to get too cold, I got to fail tremendously. And Light was able to be kind of, going down that whole path with me. And then it just got too cold to do anything. And then from there, I've just been prepping, learning, doing research on what I'm going to do. And then one of our viewers actually sent me. All right, I'm going to highlight it because we're going to talk about it, guys. Here, so this knife was sent to me by Matthew Telhart. He makes custom knives. He is a knife smith, and my name is heat stamped in there. So it says Dark Mavis. It's rose gold with snakeskin micarta handles. And on the other side, it says DLD, which is Dark Light Dugan. So it's like branded to our channel. And
yeah, that's nice.
yeah,
I seen him on Instagram
say again.
after I found you on there. I seen his page on Instagram after I found your account that night.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he's incredible. And if you want a custom knife put together, dude, he is just like look at this is our giveaway knife. He literally did all that burnt cherry wood handle right there. He it's a little like baby miniature hunter, and did the little camo job on it, the jimping on the back. This is also heat stamped as well. So this is the one that we're going to be giving away, and you guys actually get a whole goodie box. Now, like that ability to just like create something that did not exist, like it's remarkable to me. And yeah, so Nickolas, if you want a Nickolas Green Outdoors knife, holler at Matt. I think he would be honored to do a project for
Yeah, that'd be
you.
cool.
And for you guys in the chat, if you stick around till the end, at the end of this stream, I'll be announcing the winner. And what do you guys think? Should the winner, because I selected 3, because I figured, so when you go through random.com and you click, generate random number, I did it 3 times because I'm thinking that the person should be present, number 1, and number 2, if that person doesn't want to give their info up, then if it doesn't feel comfortable sharing their address, then of course we don't blame them, and we want to have some backup winners too. And if none of the 3 work, then we want someone to nominate somebody. Nick, the kid, is on the right track too. Oh yeah, absolutely, man. I think you're a little too hard on yourself too, man. You're doing really well, dude. I'm twice your age, and I'm sure that you're doing really well. Don't be hard on yourself. Yeah. Um, Anything else you want to talk about, man? Any questions you have for us or chat? You guys have any questions for Nick? You got the camping kid here, man. He's here and he wants your questions. Damn, I can't get this thing back. There we go. I was going somewhere with the whole knife thing, by the way, and I can't remember what it was, but I got to show him.
Were you going to talk about blacksmithing or?
You know what? I don't even remember. It must have not been that important. Jim Chaos says, just want to say I love you, Nick. You're a rock star. Metal detecting for Jimmy Hoffa's wristwatch. Oh, best tasting wild animal.
I'm trying to pay attention, but it's like there's a werewolf out there just trying to break in my wall. What is going on?
Bro, you better get that GSG.
That's one heavy sheet, too. I don't know what's... Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty windy. The best tasting... Honestly, best tasting animal I've had so far was squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel.
Yeah, what is it? Hold up.
Yeah, you're good, man. You're good. Possum stew. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. PA. I don't think all of PA is really rocky to hike through. I think it depends on where you are. Oh, that's a good question. What's the best thing you've ever found with a metal detector so far?
Did I miss anyone before that while I was muted?
There was one. So someone.
I'll get to that for sure.
Someone said, "Is PA really rocky to hike through?"
In areas, yeah. Like if you go like towards central PA, it definitely gets. There's a lot more hills, or Allegheny, places like that. It gets real rocky. Around here, it's mainly just a lot of mud in certain spots, and then it gets back into like pine and deciduous. But yeah, definitely there's spots. The best looking spots. There's a lot of rocks. Possum stew. Yeah, as far as metal detector, I just got that new detector and I've gone twice. So the best thing I found was actually an ox shoe, which was cool because, the last time they had ox here to plow the fields, it was before the Amish were here.
Wow.
As far as I know, there hasn't been any ox around here for a long time. So
that's crazy, dude.
And I didn't know it was an ox shoe. I thought it was just a junk piece of metal. And then someone went in the comments, because I was expecting to find a horseshoe,
Bro, give that ox shoe to Matthew Telhart. Let him make a knife out of it.
Oh, it's done. I touched the one end and boop. It's total.
That sounds like a challenge.
If I find a real nice one, that would be cool.
I picked up. This is just always how I think. I saw my daughter and I were walking through a construction site, and I saw 4 feet of this rebar that was like the stuff they put in like cement columns. And she was like, "Daddy, what's that?" I was like, "Swipe." Picked it up and walked out. Matthew Telhart, do you think you can make a blade out of a crusty, degenerating old ox shoe?
It's funny you saying the smelting, because I have some gold that I'm gonna melt down, and I have some junk silver rounds that I'm gonna melt down, and I was gonna order a graphite mold soon because I have a smelter. I have a brand new smelter that I gotta use, and I've been trying to get to it, but the prices, because I wanted to get like bulk copper or something and melt down a ton of them and then put them on YouTube for like giveaway or something. But the prices have been insane, and you can't even get a hold of this stuff. So
Hey, just to throw this out there real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. Light is just joining us now, so let's go ahead and bring him in as well. What's up, Light?
What's up, gentlemen? I was,
So,
if anybody is used to pop references, I was dealing with Stefan Urkel, or Urkel and Carl Winslow. You know, Family Matters.
Ah, gotcha.
But I missed out on everything under the sun. So kind of both of y'all fill me in a little bit, and then I'm gonna ask some questions because there's a couple things I'm curious about from Mr. Do you like being called Nick or Nickolas?
it doesn't matter. Nick's easier.
All right, Mr. Nick over here. I got a couple of questions because you are definitely an outdoor enthusiast, and I've seen you. I used to watch your videos, believe it or not, and I forgot all about you because I ended up going with another Gmail account, and nothing
That's nice.
Oh,
linked up with anything, and you forget about people. But I saw you on Leon Lush, and I swear to God, I thought I saw you on Tosh.0, but I might be wrong. But I know you were covered by another one or two big YouTubers for
yeah.
you
Well,
doing like the camping.
after it first calmed down, then eventually people made videos every there and then after they seen it, and then like a few of the videos they did on that, then those went viral. So it was just, and I never knew any of that was coming. It just like all of a sudden there'd be more comments and I'd figure it out. So
You
but
started off at like 13 years old, right?
I was 15
15.
and that was
Okay, okay.
October, and I would have been 16 that April.
Okay,
So
gotcha. I remember you were young. I didn't know how young you were, but no, dude, I was impressed, and I think it was the Leon Lush video where you were going to be doing the single tent camping in like the middle of winter. Everything was snowing, and then you
yeah,
were like the next day you were or like you edited it, and you were like, "Yeah, I had to go inside to get a space heater. This was way too cold. I couldn't do it." And legit,
well,
dude,
now
no,
looking
straight
at
up.
it, like I think I look like an idiot because I was like 50 foot from the house. Well, it was further back, but I mean, that close to the house, a stone throw. And I was all serious. I mean, that was like when I first started camping and I was like real scared of going too far.
Yeah.
But
No, but think about it like this. If you were 5 miles out in the woods at that temperature, um, you would have
yeah,
probably died of hypothermia. I'm glad you were that close to the house. At least if
Yeah,
you
for
learn
real.
something, be close by, until you start building up your skills and then start going further and further. But you start learning what you need to pack, build, or do whatever you need
well,
to
and
do for warmth and
everyone was
stuff.
wondering like they thought like my parents weren't stressed out over it the whole time. Like they kept checking on me the whole time. But it's like it's funny looking at that video now because it's like, I was right there by the house with like the worst tent setup I could have, and I still have that sleeping bag. That sleeping bag's actually decent.
That wasn't that like
But
a standard like A-frame like
it was
military tent?
it was a Coleman from Walmart. It was the Black
Okay,
Friday sale. I think it was
gotcha.
like $50. But
Hold on, let me back up a little bit. Were you on Tosh.0?
on Tosh, I didn't hear that. There's a lot of people mistake me as Andy Milanakis.
No, I would not
No.
mistake you for that
Well,
TOS person. No,
I mean, I might have been. I don't know. There's like a lot
no,
of websites that come up,
I
and
no, I genuinely thought I remembered him interviewing you, but I could be wrong. Well, obviously I am wrong,
he
but
didn't interview me, so
I
it
just remember
might
you
not.
were interviewed by somebody, or I'm mistaken completely. But I've seen you on Leon Lush and a couple other big YouTubers. But I was watching you before I even saw their coverage of you on their channel, and I'm like, oh shit, I've watched this guy before. I like this kid.
Well, it blew up before, and then it calmed down, and like I didn't want to keep gaining subs then because like I kind of just got like thrown into it, like having like a lot of people watching me all of a sudden. and I'm still like terrible at editing, and then stressed out on like what to video, and I always had things to video, but like I'd stress out like, you know, ugh, what am I gonna put up now? And
Dude, I know you got
just
I know you got a decent amount of subscribers, but I'm going to tell you the secret to YouTube success. Don't edit anything, man. Just do the bare minimum and let it fly.
What I do,
No, I'm messing with you, man. That's our style.
No,
Yeah,
literally,
your
I
fault.
just a lot of the editing I do while I'm filming. So like, because I can never like shut up. So I just kind of briefly think what I'm going to talk about, and then I talk about it. There's no gaps in that. So everything to do in that clip, it's right there, and I just cut off the beginning and the end, where it's just me turning the camera on, and then that, like, I do a lot of it ahead of time because
do you script
honestly,
it, or you just kind of run through your head before you do it?
No, I've never wrote a single thing down.
Okay, good. You're like me. It's off the cuff. It is what it is when it comes out. And if it sounds good, we'll run with this. If not, I'll redo it.
Yeah, I mean, then it wouldn't be fun to me because, you know, like some channels, you know, it's all ahead of time, you know, what's going to be done is done. So like mine, like I can say, and then like, all right, the next clip I'll be cooking, and then it will just be me getting wood or something. And while I'm editing it, I'm like, why did I say that if I'm not going to do it in the next clip? But like, it's all kind of like, it's all random, like what I'm doing. But I don't know. I tried changing that, but I just can't change it. And I can never shut up, because if I force myself to shut up, I just wouldn't have fun. So
exactly.
I don't know.
It's about having fun and also passing out a message. You're showing stuff that you're learning and becoming more skilled with. And you're also passing out the information to other people around you, showing that, hey, you can do this crap too. I mean, it's not that hard. You just got to practice and play.
The funny thing is, like, I had a lot of comments from younger kids, and they said they wanted to get into camping. And obviously they all said it differently, but it's the same thing. You know, they said that, you know, when I be like a wimp for camping so close to the house the first time because I'm nervous. And you tell them just camp where you're comfortable and then just keep moving up from there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or,
Hey,
I mean, camping somewhere is better than not camping. So if you camped in someone's yard your whole life, it doesn't really matter.
Blue Sticks just mentioned that. He said if you're starting off camping in your backyard, it's, you know, the best way to start off. It's also the safest, depending on kind of where you're located, and then as you become more comfortable, push it out further and further from.
I mean, if you're in the snow and ice, yeah, be in the backyard and learning. You know, it's just like when I was riding a motorcycle in winter. I ended up finding out all this cold weather gear. It's not cold weather gear, and I had to learn how to be able to ride, because wind chill is a real freaking thing, because at 60 miles an hour, 30 degrees turns into about 10 degrees, and it's no joke. But you know, that's one of my viewpoints. Just being able to get into it and start it off, that's the biggest thing. If you
see,
can't
the biggest problem is,
yeah,
a lot of people just, they freak out, you know, because they're used to seeing all these articles and stuff, or like the bad things that are going on. Like, I mean, someone gets attacked by wolf, or someone gets attacked by bear, or something seen in the woods, and it just builds up. It builds up, and then
people
when you finally do it, you start going like, oh, okay, I didn't get killed. Or
right,
I didn't
but
see
at the same time, also be prepared just in case. But if, and
I know
you right now, hey Nick, I don't wish this upon you or my worst enemies, but if you want to do some extreme camping, I'm not saying go to the Arctic, you know, polar bears or, you know, grizzly bears, stuff like that. Go down to South Florida and find yourself a spot to camp with those flock, you know, basalt zombies out there. Dude, I'm telling you right now, you need to bring a big game rifle if you want to stop that crap.
You
That's the
don't
scariest camping.
you don't want to camp in these towns. I mean, the town I'm in has 500 people. The town next to me has 300. And I mean, half of it is just drugs everywhere. Like I was just driving the other day, and there was this guy. He's like in the middle of the road, like like tweaking, and I stopped. He started walking towards the truck, and I just started driving because he's like trying to get my truck. But yeah, I mean,
crazy.
So far, and you have to be prepared. I know.
Yeah,
A lot of times I honestly forget.
Animals. Yeah, I'd rather deal with wild animals than people, even if they're dangerous wild animals. But I got a couple of questions for you. I don't know if you guys got into any of the hunting side, but have you ever done any type of snare traps for
What is it?
lost connection?
We lost
Apparently,
you.
didn't
Like
I?
We lost you. Like, go back for a little bit.
Okay,
we lost
am I back?
Yeah.
we lost the whole snare thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you guys did any of the hunting talk, but I've been trying to do snare traps. I've done a few successful deadfalls for like squirrels and rabbits, but I've tried doing snare traps on like rabbit paths. So when they run through, they get basically noosed up and yanked up out there. Even wildfowl. I haven't really been successful with that, but it looks like I could be very successful with wild pigs here in Florida, doing something like that. But imagine an 80 to 120-pound pig with piano wire cutting its head off. That's going to be really nasty when you come up to it versus
Well,
a
the
rabbit
biggest
just
thing is
choking itself.
I used to do that stuff, like build deadfalls, or I like for squirrel and rabbit. I use floral wire, so it's that green wire that they use. But I've always been like super. I get super nervous if I'm doing something that you can't do. I get just super nervous, and there's so many game commissioners here, so I stay out of the whole, stay out of the whole you can't do that thing. But
Yep, exactly.
there's definitely
that will
there's
ruin
definitely a
your
lot
day.
there's definitely a lot that I've tried and I know I could do again, but I'm just gonna stay out of it, and I'll do it in the season or whatever, trap in the season. But
Have you ever tried blowgun hunting? I've actually started watching a couple of videos. I have a professional Cold Steel 625 blowgun, and I've seen people hunting fish to killing a black bear, a goat. I know I
yeah,
can hit
well,
a squirrel.
I'm not sure if
I've
you've
hit
seen
a
him.
squirrel.
He probably hasn't been around. His channel's The Rights Trapping. I don't know if you've seen him or not.
That sounds
He goes
familiar.
around panels and stuff.
Yeah.
And I go on panel with him all the time. But he has, I think it's a Cold Steel, and he talked to him. What's his name that has that company?
It starts with a T.
Lynn Thompson.
Oh, wait. Is it Lynn Thompson? The guy
Lynn-
who killed the black bear?
Are you talking about
The
the guy that owns the company? Owns Cold
It
Steel?
was some sort.
No,
Yeah.
not who owns Cold Steel. There's another guy. I think it starts with a T.
Used
But
to own Cold Steel. Sorry.
I don't know, but he talked to him because
shoot, while I'm on
Rights
the phone,
goes
I'm just
by
gonna back out and find him right quick. Go ahead. I'm
Rights
sorry.
goes by Coyote on YouTube. So, but I mean, he's killed rabbits with his Cold Steel and squirrel, but he actually talked to the guy that makes them, whoever you're looking up now.
Tim
And,
Wells is one of them.
Tim Wells.
The other
That's
guy.
it. Yeah.
The other guy has like long, flowing silver and gray hair. I forget what
It's
his
Tim,
name is.
Tim Wells.
But yeah, Tim Wells is a guy
Wells.
Yeah,
These
that
guys are
dude's a beast.
bad news.
He does spear hunting on freaking black bear. I want to see him do that on a grizzly.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
I've
well,
seen that.
Tim Wells told Coyote, Wrights Coyote, he texted Tim Wells, and he told him, he said, look, Give me 2 years, and I'm gonna try to kill the first coyote with the gun, with the blowgun. And Tim Wells said you have 2 years to kill the coyote, or I'm going for it. So he might be the first one to actually get a coyote with one. But
Those bastards are
those
super
darts are-
skittish, man.
those darts are, the one he showed me was so sharp. And he actually has the one where the fishing rod's on the bottom of it.
Yep,
So
and that's what I want to do. I'm here in Florida. I got saltwater and I got freshwater. And I really want to bang up some freaking fish. I wanted to get into a sling bow, slingshot fishing arrows. And the only reason I decided against that, because I have a shit ton of slingshots, believe it or not. The only reason I decided against that was end of the world. It's really hard to get rubber bands and latex tubing or flat bands. But at least with a blowgun or a regular bow, like a recurve bow, you can make your own sinew cord, stuff of that nature, or even do it out of paracord, whatever it may be. So I'm trying to find things that are going to last the longest for, outdoor survival use and try to get the most skill out of it. So my slingshots, I would love to keep on freaking playing around with them, but it's not like I can make rubber in the future, and those bands only last for X amount of time, even in, hermetically sealed packages. You know what I mean? They start breaking down.
They become brittle, start to break down.
Yeah.
Someone
like that's what's so good about like a 110 conibear. I have some traps from.
You said a 1-tank conibear? I don't know what that is.
110 conibear. It's
110.
It's the simple
conibear.
110.
Yeah, like
110. Okay, gotcha.
It's like this big. It's pretty much the smallest body gripping trap, and it's got the one spring on the side. It's the square.
Yeah.
Well, it's the square one, and then it's got the arm on the side where the spring is, and then it folds.
Okay,
it's the body gripping trap.
Even the smaller ones, I've always seen the double springs, and they were circular. I understand what you're talking about. You're saying it's square and it's small and only one spring on one side.
Those will last 3 generations. And you can use them that whole time.
Really?
Like I have some from like 1900, and they were obviously used, and they're all rusted, and they're perfectly fine. They're still settable, and I don't know. Traps are awesome, but they're not going to keep stuff going for past that. But
yeah,
no,
that's a good long-term use trap. And there's a hardware store here in my town, in the middle of downtown. This is a small little hardware store, but they still sell. Imagine walking into a general store in like the early 1900s or late 1800s. A lot of the stuff that they have on their shelves are those type of freaking pieces of equipment. And then they have some plumbing fittings and a couple electrical stuff. But like, there's a lot of stuff in there where it blows my mind. I'm like, how is it that you guys are not online? You guys are literally just here. And I never see anybody walk into here, but I swear to God, they might have original freaking stock from the 1800s in there, still for sale.
yeah.
I got a question here for you. This is probably one of the more serious questions we've had.
The only movie I've ever really liked was My Side of the Mountain, because I don't really watch.
Is that
movies.
like Brokeback Mountain?
No, not like that one.
Okay, just making sure.
No. This one's about a little boy that runs from home, and he's got a pet raccoon and stuff. It's cool.
Oh, dude, how old is that movie?
Like 60s, 60s, really? 70s. Yeah, it's an old one.
I like
when I was in school, they had us read that book. I don't know if you've heard of the book Hatchet. By chance, that everyone reads it now.
Familiar, but I have.
Yeah, it's like the same thing.
Anything. Gotcha. I don't remember what it was, but talking about old movies and old books. Where the old fern grows or something, talking about a kid
Oh,
with
where the
his
red
coon.
fern?
Yes, with the kid with his coon dogs and shit. Oh my god. I've read that book like 3 or 4 times and I
I've
cried
never seen the
every
movie
single
because they
time.
said it's real sad.
Dude, the book is sad. The movie is sad. And I can't say the book is better than the movie, but I will say both of them will make you fucking cry. It's like, no! Like it hits you in the feels, man. It really does. Now, did you guys talked about hunting and camping, I'm assuming? What
Yeah,
subject were you guys about to
Yeah.
hop on next?
it's just kind of random now, isn't it?
Yeah, we've
Or
just
unless
been
you
kind
got
of jumping through. We've talked
what?
about a lot of stuff from a lot about trapping. We discussed foraging. He's going to be doing some um,
There's a
raised
ghost.
bed gardens. He's got a
Oh
goat
shit.
in his
Okay,
house.
yes. This is what I want to talk to you. Dark was telling me you were doing some gardening, like raised bed gardens and stuff like that. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know what your land situation is. Do you have a decent amount of land? You don't need to tell me anything that'll give
Yeah,
away
it's
any.
hold up, our pump's going.
You're fine. But I don't know. Have you just give me a thumbs up if you heard of this? It's called hugel culture. Oh, okay. And you know that basically all you need is one solid watering and those logs underneath the dirt that you build the mound over. Basically, keep it watered and break down and release nutrients and everything. And then you have an east side, a west side for certain plants that grow in full sunlight, other ones that need a little bit of partial shade. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if you
Yeah,
have
and
the means
with
to
that,
do hugel culture, fucking thumbs up. I'm telling
also
you, you
also
will
with
not
that,
be disappointed.
if you go at like a higher level when you build that,
Mhm.
a lot of people after like year one and it breaks down a little bit, they'll put in some mushroom spores and the mycelium grows crazy in that. So I mean, you can have
Oh,
mushrooms and
okay. All right. So you already know about mycelium and fungal substrates, oyster mushrooms. We're gonna
yeah,
have a gentleman back on here. He was already on here with us before. I'm not gonna say he's a mushroom expert, but he has a culinary mushroom business, and he does all of his research. And this dude is on point, and I know him personally. And all I can say is if you want certain spores, let me know. I can even have him on or have you on when we bring him back on the next time, and you can ask and deep dive on some of the things that you want to do. Like lion's mane is good for health, memory,
yeah.
Alzheimer's. I mean, there's a ton of different things.
I think I
But
have. Hold up, I'll grab it real quick.
He actually mentioned. I'm drawing a blank on the name, but he actually mentioned foraging for mushrooms, and there was like a specific way that you can identify what kind it is. If you they're very unique in the way that they look, so you usually can't get it wrong. But if you're ever curious, if you cut it open and it's hollow, it's safe. If you cut it open and it's like a stringy kind of yucky inside, then it's no good.
hey, Dark, I'm gonna give you a heads up. You were there on the mushroom talk, and
That's
I
fair.
was asking my buddy, like, have you done foraging and this and that? He was like, no, I haven't. He's done a lot of research and stuff. For that one specific mushroom that you're talking about, where, oh, if you cut it open and it's hollow, oh, this is the safe one. I guarantee you there's at least 3 or 4 other mushrooms out there that are one-time eat only mushrooms that
Yeah,
are hollow in the middle, and every mushroom is edible. Some of them are only edible one time.
yeah, true that.
So there's been a lot of mushroom experts out there, and also wild foragers that have died, and they're the masters in their field, and they've died because they've misjudged a certain variety of something.
Yeah,
And I'm just telling you like that. I mean, every area is different, but end of the day, I would definitely take a foraging class and start talking with people like Paul Stamens. that dude is legitimately. He was hired by DARPA. He was the guy that was gonna basically upset the pest control industry, and the U.S. government said, "No, we can't make you that patent because we're gonna shut down a whole industry because of you."
This is for
And then he got
Sorry.
and then he got hired by DARPA.
Really
Were you
quick
talking
thing.
about Morels?
No, I was talking
Yes,
about Paul
Morels.
Stamets. I think Dark was talking about Morels.
Yeah, that was the one that I mentioned. And really quickly, so two things. Armitage, the blue light is for you, and I'm going to share something with you guys at the end of the episode. Number one, the winner for the giveaway, and number two, we have a question from Ryan. Would you have David the Good on here? He has a gardening channel and wrote a book called Survival Gardening, Grow or Die. I would absolutely love to have him on here. Yeah, if you could put me in contact with him, that'd be excellent. I'll drop my email in chat. And blue glowies all day. Sorry. Inside joke.
Hey,
Dang.
I'm replying back to you right now, Dark, on text. I didn't realize I was.
I know it took me a minute too.
Yeah, I thought I was keeping everything nice. I didn't realize. I felt like I was being a lot nicer than what I know. Nick, I'm not saying I'm not talking about you, but me with my profanity habit. I try to refrain from it for the most part, the best I can. I was in the Navy, and I take "curse like a sailor" to heart, and I will never give that up. But I will try to be better with my wordplay.
We'll keep it clean, just in case your parents want to watch the video.
Oh, I also heard that you were talking about truck camping. You're gonna get a topper for your truck.
Yeah, I
you gotten
have
an
one. I've
inverter
been
yet?
Yeah, he said he got one.
I have well, I got a couple of extra power boxes. I bring them over. Well, I got these mushrooms real quick. These are the ones I have on hand.
Yeah. I want to see that.
These are turkey tail that I picked and I dehydrated. So these you can like soak them in water and then drink the broth. And I've heard of people that like, and these three mushrooms here that I have. These
like native to your area or northern areas, or is it a widespread variety?
No, it's widespread. Really, it's like, I mean, you
Even
see
down
it on
in
the
Florida?
trees, the little shelves.
Even down in Florida?
What is it? I'm in Pennsylvania.
Right, I'm subtropical. So there's certain varieties that literally will not grow down here, just because of humidity and heat, or the amount of.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know
yeah.
turkey tails are pretty hardy, so I'm not sure exactly where they're at. I just know in this general area they're like everywhere.
Do they give you carbs? And you were talking about making them into a tea. Like, what are the benefits of making a tea out of them?
I think it was they're good if you need to digest. I can't remember exactly. Every time I go to use them or whatever, I look it up again. But because they're all different, I think this one had something to do with blood pressure.
Oh, nice.
I can look it up real quick.
That's crazy. Yeah, I until we did that episode, I had no idea the level of like the health benefits that came from mushrooms.
Oh yeah.
Well, it has a lot to it. This is contains a variety of powerful antioxidants and other compounds that may help boost your immune system and even help fight certain cancers.
I know lion's mane.
The main thing is
really good on that.
It improves gut bacteria. That's the one I remember.
Okay, the gut fauna.
I mean, here's some lion's mane right here. Dried.
Hold on, for human people. Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, actually, no, this isn't wild. My buddy, the mushroom guy I talked to, which is Full Moon Mushrooms, he's local. He grows them in his little shack he has, but I had these on a steak last time. These are the oysters, but
Oh, nice.
I picked
a well done
these.
steak with ketchup on it.
I picked these, which are dried saddle, and I dried them. And here's some morels that I dried up from last year. They shrink
hell
a
yeah.
lot. You're not
Yep.
really supposed to dehydrate morels, but I just did to test it.
Mushrooms
And they still
are
smell like
typically
feet.
like 80% water mass and 20% like actual
Yeah.
material. Dark.
Well, that's what's good
before
about shelf mushroom, because they just don't shrink because they're just solid.
Dark, before you go, I want to talk to Nick right quick. Hey, Nickolas, I'm going to give you kind of a talk that I used to do when I used to talk in front of like 500 to 2,500 people.
Yeah.
About soil bacteria. So, soil
Really
bacteria.
quickly. Really
Yeah.
quickly, just before the chat goes away. 4 human people said, please look it up. I have high blood pressure. 4 human people, can you say what you guys know what he was talking about?
He was referring to when I said these might help with blood pressure. I know one that's really good with blood pressure is chaga. I know multiple people that use chaga.
Yes. Chaga is another really good one.
Chaga by far. I have a bag of it, but it's back in the corner. Chaga's by far the best for blood pressure.
Got it.
And chaga, like they mainly find it on birch, and it's just kind of a ball. A lot of people mistake it for like a burl on a tree. Because I'm in this one mushroom group, fungus group, because it's just like a solid brick on a tree. But they always make fun of it because people come in and every time they see a burl, they ask if it's chaga. Any burl. But mainly they're on like birch, and they actually, when they're on the birch, it gets that taste from it, like it just kind of sucks it out of it.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
But I mean, it's symbiotic. It's not like they're just taken from the tree.
It's not parasitic. It's symbiotic. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let me
sure we address that. Hopefully, you don't have to eat clonidine, and you can just eat chaga instead. Sorry, guys. Soil bacteria.
You just got to go in the woods and start picking every mushroom, just eating them.
Oh yeah. And you can only eat some of them only one time. Just remember that. Don't give that advice, please. Don't just say.
A lot of mushrooms help with blood pressure. I'm not really good with which ones.
There's quite a few that will stop your blood pressure 100%. All right.
I can grab my chaga.
No. Hold on. Hey, sit down. Hold on. I just want to say this.
I can hear you, by the way.
Okay. All right. So basically, I'm going to kind of give a little bit of what my old school spiel used to be. I'm going to pee outside also while you guys are on live stream with me.
What is happening to our channel?
I know, but you're not going to see anything.
Well, you know what?
It's like ASMR.
Here's what I'm going to do. While you add some nitrates to the soil, I'm going to give you guys a very exciting bit of news. Go ahead, Nickolas. Oh, those are the chaga?
Yeah. It looks like crap, but that's my chaga.
It does.
It smells like wildflowers because it was next to my wildflower tea, but it doesn't really have a smell. Yeah, you just kind of like boil it down. Dang. All right, go ahead.
All right, so real quickly before Light comes back, while he
all right, I'm back.
And real quickly before you say he's back,
now.
So he's gonna say it now.
Shut up. I'm done.
Okay, hold on. I have something.
Did I tell you about the guy that worked down the street?
No. The guy that worked down the street? Is that the guy that's trying to break into your house right now? Or is that the poltergeist?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's that ox I stole. Its ox shoe. It's trying to kill me.
Oh, he's back.
That was right 20 foot from my window.
Then we'll get into
I'm going to mute my mic.
Soil bacteria stuff. Okay, so you guys know that we go live. I know we had a little bit of a hiatus. We go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9:30 p.m. So I'm sure what you're wondering is, well, what is your next show going to be on Thursday? And this coming up Thursday at 9:30, we are going to have a viewer guest joining us, and we're going to be talking about builds. We're talking about gun builds, firearm builds, garage builds. And all right, y'all are freaking me out. See, I knew eating mushrooms on camera was a bad idea. Just kidding. That was a good one. Okay, so we're gonna have a viewer of ours who's been one of the OGs, the whole time. Armitage, who is going to be joining us, who is actually, I don't want to give too much away about him. Let's just say he's an armorer, okay? So we'll be having Armitage, who is an armorer, joining us this coming up Thursday at 9:30 p.m. to talk about building guns, homemade guns. So everyone give some Armitage love in the Armitage chat for the Armitage show. All right, I'm done now. Go ahead.
All right. We started off this. We started off as a podcast with viewers and people commenting in the chat to be a part of all this, to be guests on here. And then we've jumped and we brought bigger people. Then we got back to our guests or the people in the channel or the chat. And that's what, we want to keep on bringing to y'all because we want to hear your voices also. Even if you're a damn troll, we want you on here to be able to talk. And if you're going to troll it up, go ahead, freaking troll it up. Everybody can laugh and enjoy with us. But what I was trying to say is I'm going to try to throw it back to my old school days when I used to talk in front of a lot of people for trade shows about organic fertilizers, pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides, stuff of that nature. So basically, your soil for your plants, imagine it like a digestive system, your gut bacteria. You put on a chemical fertilizer, a pesticide, this or that, you kill off all the beneficial bacteria, microfauna, fungi, nematodes, and all this other stuff, and you create a sterile environment for these roots to try to be able to uptake these nutrients, but they can't uptake the nutrients unless they have the biological matter there and the biological entities there to be able to break it down and re-release it back to the root zone to be able to feed your plant. The same as is in the soil is the same that is in your gut bacteria. You freaking antibiotic your ass up, you're not taking any nutrients in. Same thing with your plants. Try to find an organic regimen and fucking fungi. Oh my God. That shit is the truth. Because there are fungi out there that create a mycelium layer. If you ever dig up a really nice plot of farmland or, raised bed garden, this or that, you'll see a white layer, a little white layer going through a whole line all the way across the raised bed garden or whatever is growing in, as long as it's being grown right. And that right there can help benefit the beneficial nematodes because there's good ones and there's bad ones.
It
The bad
talks.
ones,
It talks to the trees too, doesn't it?
exactly.
To the root systems.
And one thing I try to explain to people is earthworms. If they find a nutrient-packed area, they literally travel to the root zone of a plant, and they the little juices that they squirt out while they're crawling through the ground, little worm style. They break down those nutrients, shit it out as worm castings, but that slime layer. I'm sorry, Dark. I saw. Yeah. I apologize for the profanity, but
It's okay.
they poop it out, but the slime layer that they go from the root zone to that area where they made the worm castings, which is basically worm fecal matter, is a pro-growth hormone and trains the roots to follow the worm's slime trail over to there to be able to take in those nutrients. And I'm a big fan of biological symbiosis. And if you're one of those people that you want to grow a tomato in the off season, yeah, you're going to experience aphids and all these other predatory insects. And Nick, I'm going to ask you this right now. Have you ever seen or heard of any of the experiments on plants that are being stressed out? And it was a Japanese man who recorded these, and you can actually hear the stress in the plant because the plant is
Damn.
releasing an auditory clicking noise.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay,
Heard that
there goes-
auditory noise.
Yeah.
that clicking noise is the equivalent to blood in the water for a shark. So if you have one plant that is not supposed to be growing in your garden at this time frame of the year, and it's clicking away and it's in the middle of your garden, it's the essential of a blood trail for a shark. And all these predatory insects can hear it. They go over there, they eat it, they kill it. What happens after they kill that plant? Where are they going? They're waiting for the next click that they can hear. They can't hear one, so they hop onto these other plants beside it and they start taking bites. Well, now that plant starts getting stressed out. It starts clicking. Now it's stressed out. Now they all jump onto it. This is how aphids and predatory insects end up killing and destroying people's gardens because people grow things out of season, or they grow something without the nutrients that they require, and they end up becoming stressed out and turning into a bloody fish in the water. And then once you bring a whole bunch of
Really?
sharks around,
To get a good garden bed, it takes years to get to where it's like a good, perfect level to where, I mean, you have mycelium, you have all the worms, you've got the good soil. You
right?
know,
But
you can't like,
you understand what I'm saying, though.
yeah, no, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
If you plant something that's out of season, you're going to bring a whole bunch of more stuff into your garden than
Yeah.
what you really needed. And yes, there's certain varieties that you can, bring off to the side and make sure they're happy and get them happy on the side, even though it's out of season. But if you plant something out of season, it will attract major predatory insects and will ruin your whole garden just because of this one little thing. And it's not about your organic regimen or your pesticides and stuff like that. It's literally you have a bleeding animal in the water. These predatory insects are sharks, and they're coming to devour it. And then they're going to leap onto the next thing, take a couple bites, waiting to hear, or smell the next blood trail. So that's what I'm saying. And this is exactly the same as your gut bacteria. As long as you have good gut bacteria, you can digest, you can process, you can uptake minerals. The minute you sterilize all that, like chemical fertilizer, pesticides, it's the equivalent of chemo and antibiotics. So, as in above, as in below. And that's my biggest viewpoint. People don't see it like that, but there is a very big symbiotic relationship. Even though we can't typically see it, I try to use metaphors and analogies for people to understand that what you do to your soil is basically the same thing that you're doing to your gut bacteria. If you annihilate your gut bacteria, I don't care how healthy you eat. If you have no gut bacteria, can you uptake the nutrients and the minerals? No. You're going to die of malnutrition because you can't uptake it because those biologicals in your lower gut bacteria are not there to be able to break it down and release it to you. Same as your soil. So treat your lower intestine the same way as you treat your soil. So McDonald's and all this other crazy crap and chemical fertilizers and pesticides, those are not the way to go. There's a ton of different things that you can do to be able to benefit your soil. And Nick, you're saying that you want to get into these things, dude. I'm telling you right now. I'm pretty sure Dark has your contact info. He'll send it to me. Get in contact with me, dude. I have years and years of experience with, backyard to 500 acres to 10,000 to Saudi Arabia to China. You name it, I know about organic agriculture, and I will help you out any which way I can. And I also have mushroom farmers, I have organic farmers. And can you check out in your area if cranberry hibiscus will survive the winter? If it can, I'm going to send you some cranberry hibiscus, brother. It's like red raspberry and cranberry without the bitter aftertaste.
Hey,
High in vitamin C.
I
It's
didn't get
almost like a
cranberry
superfruit.
hibiscus.
Right, because you kill your own grass, Dark.
Hey, I said on here we all have to fail first, right? I've been
Right, and
studying
I
for
let you
4
fail,
months.
and I'm waiting for springtime to be able to send you one.
Guess what repopulated all over my lawn in patches all over the place.
A clover.
Well, yes, but also grass.
Well,
Oh, nice.
you know what gets us?
What?
Mint.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hold on. I'm going to interrupt you, and I just want to know, and I'm going to say it. Pull up your search engine device. I'm assuming it's your phone. Nick?
My computer here.
Okay. Moringa. M-O-R. Tell me when you're ready.
Yeah.
M-O-R-I-N-G-A. Space O-L. And it should be Moringa oleifera. I'm telling you right now, the actual leaves on that will increase the production of milk in a lactating mammal by at least 60 to 8%. It treats diabetes, Alzheimer's, cancer. Dude, I'm telling you right now, if it can grow in your area, it's also known as the drumstick
Drumstick tree. Yeah, it's
Yes,
coming up.
Moringa oleifera. Dude, I'm telling you right now, it tastes like horseradish with not being wasabi like. You can eat in the salads, you can eat the flowers. Almost everything is edible on it. Nothing's poisonous, and you can hack it down to the ground level, and it will regrow. And
It's saying it's a warmer plant. It said.
it does say that, but I have not had anybody tell me it can't grow in a certain area. But yes, can you use the seeds to purify water? Yes, you can. You can use the seeds to purify turbid water, and it can purify it up to, I want to say, like 96 to 98%. So you can use it as a water purification system for the seeds, and the leaves are super nutritious. And Nick, I'm telling you right now, you plant a seed, by the time winter time comes, you already have brand new seed pods. Take them off, dry them. Hopefully, the plant comes back next year. If not, plant the new seeds and get them going again. Do a greenhouse. Nick, seriously, if you want to talk about health and something that you can literally eat every single day as a human being with no supplements, you can eat the leaves off of this plant for the rest of your life, and you'll be the most healthy, the most, lowest blood pressure, no diabetes. I'm not even joking. This is literally like a miracle plant. Um, look into it. John Hopkins has done research on it. A lot of other big people, and I used to pass this out a lot to people,
Guys,
obviously here in Florida. But I'm telling you, dude, look it up and look up the
I have it here
benefits.
now. So
Look up the benefits.
okay, hold on. We have an anomaly amongst us.
Oh my God, Jennifer Aniston or Jillian Aniston or some Hayek is in here, and she likes me.
No. So
Oh,
as you guys
dude,
know,
don't
our
fucking
audience
F-
is 99.8% male. We actually have a female that just joined us named Wendy. So everyone welcome Wendy to our channel.
hello.
Hold on, I'm looking. I just went in the chat. Where's Wendy?
Well, I put on my community tab a link to this when it started. I don't know if anyone come over, but
Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw you link it on your page, man. That's awesome. You had a bunch of people coming in here saying, "I'm here for Nick." Ryan, he is referring to the cranberry hibiscus. If you guys go back to our original, look in the upper right hand corner of our stream, you'll see
Hell
that we
yeah.
used to rock the blue Kim light because of a long running joke. But we our actual brand picture is of a cranberry hibiscus flower. We just kind of like switching it up every now and then. Does that make you sad, Light? If I
Yeah, every time I see the cranberry hibiscus disappear, I get sad. I'm not gonna lie. I love the cranberry hibiscus, man.
All right, how
Because
about
they
this?
only
We'll meet in the
bloom
middle.
one time a year.
We'll meet in the middle. I'll put this because it's dark like Dugan, and I signed it dark with a star, just like the certificate of awesomeness. All right,
Dude.
yeah, it says the Ringa oleifera.
Yep.
7 times more vitamin C than oranges and 15 times more potassium than bananas. It has calcium, protein, iron, and amino acids. Wow.
we have
Did
more
you
ladies in here.
look up medical benefits? Look up medical benefits on Google and then hit the Google image, and you should see like an oval, like a spider chart, an oval, and then like a whole bunch of little arrows all around it. Like literally, blood toxin, cleaning your blood, prostate cancer, freaking Alzheimer's, you name it. Like it is legitimately like a super freaking food for everything under the sun. Diabetes, high blood pressure, you name any type of ailment, arthritis, name something, and it has actually been documented and medically tested and studied. John Hopkins did a lot of research as Alzheimer research on it and a couple of other things. That plant is ridiculous, and the coolest part about it is it grows in some of the most arid and non-hospitable environments in the world, like Africa and India. And the tap root will go down like 120, if not more, feet underneath the plant or underneath the tree. And
the reality is that, like, one day, the medicine is going to stop. The availability of treatments for things is going to stop. So being able to do the research on things now to figure out, like, I have aching joints. What can I eat? What can I add into my, foraging that's going to, impact my health? What are the things that I can do to get rid of a headache or, you guys know. So all this information is super valuable.
Hey, Nick, just curious. You know about lichens, right? Not the werewolf, but like the lichen on the tree, like the little moss that you can pull off, chew up, and put inside of a wound for antiseptic.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. So you have a good understanding of wilderness survival and some foraging techniques out there.
Well, I know
People,
some. I know like common stuff, but
no. When you say common stuff, you're saying common
common
stuff,
to you.
assuming that is common.
It's
Most people
mostly
don't know about stuff like that.
That's
They'll
why I told you,
take
give yourself
frickin'
more credit, brother.
yeah, they'll take freaking tire ash from a burning tire field and put it into a wound, being like, "Yeah, I heard somebody say putting some ash in your wound will freaking like cauterize it." No, that's hydrocarbon ash, bro. There's a whole bunch of things. Don't think something that you say is common for everybody. It might be understood and common for your area, but you go outside of your area, dude, I'm telling you, legitimately, people are the equivalent to farm raised turkeys And I know you're a country boy, and you know what a farm raised turkey does if it's outside in the rain. It looks straight up in the air with its mouth wide open, and it will drown. Farm raised turkey, mouth in the air, wide open, raindrops falling in, it will drown. Farm raised turkey. People don't know that, but that's some country knowledge.
Well, they're used to getting their water out of the water teats, and then they don't know what's going on.
Exactly. And that's exactly
Well,
what is also you're dealing with, even with, country folk. I know country folk that don't know half the shit that I know, and I'm called a city boy. And I know more country shit than most of
Oh
these
my
fucking
gosh.
country boys.
It's like there's people around here, they call themselves rednecks. And they're not. They don't they know how to drive a 4-wheeler through the mud and wear cowboy boots and a hat.
A redneck
but they don't know
has
anything
ingenuity.
Yeah.
Yeah. A redneck, they don't call themselves a redneck.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless they're explaining something, they don't just openly, yeah, I'm a redneck.
No, what you're talking about is a hick. A hick is somebody who don't know shit that tries to act like they know shit.
Well, that's like earlier. I was driving my truck, and I was playing rap music in it, like blasting rap music in it, and I had
Do you drive a Toyota by any chance?
No, it's a manual Dodge Ram.
Ah, dude. So your dad.
No. Listen.
I hope you have manual windows, right?
Well, listen. My favorite brand is Toyota. We have an original pickup, but mine, it's good. There's only 2 cracks in the dash. It's not caved in. It's not missing a piece.
Okay.
No, but they were in this Cummins diesel, and it had like 6 pipes on it, and they were next to me, and they kept looking at me, and they were playing country music, and this girl was there. She had a cowgirl hat on. She's like, yeah, no, just because you go to a rodeo doesn't mean you know anything.
Yeah.
But then, so I raced them down the road and I cut them off because I cannot stand them around. That's all it is here. That's all it is.
This shows up in every single community.
What is it?
Go ahead.
Dark?
No, go ahead.
Nick, I see your eyeballs, Nick. Dark just disappeared. Do you ever do any off-roading? Like fire roads, forest trails, shit like that?
Yeah, there's a lot of the game commission trails or like gas will pass around here. So you just kind of go down them, but
there's an area not far away from me. My uncle has a 98 TJ Jeep, the 4-cylinder, 5-speed 4-wheel drive. He had like 32s or 35s, I forget, on it at the time. No motor work, no gear change or anything else. And we went through, a lot of these sloppy ass mud holes. And there's like 6 people like trying to drag, a Dodge or a Chevy or a Ford out, this or that. And they're like, yeah, I wouldn't recommend going on the right side. That's the deep side. My uncle goes through it in 2-wheel drive. What? Like putt, bam, all the way through. They're like, oh yeah, like if you hang a little bit to the left, yeah, that's the bad spot. My uncle put it in reverse, drives it right back through. He's like, which way is the bad side? I want to find it. Bone stock TJ Jeep. And dude, I tell people, like, if you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what you're doing. But I like the Jeeps for the off-road.
All right, guys. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I'm down to 4%, and we got a couple of things we got to hit before the end. We're coming up on 2.5 hours.
Hey, Dark, can you make sure that you send Nick my info so I can, me and him can chat about agriculture, and I can pass.
Well, best way is on Instagram.
I don't do Instagram. I don't do Snapchat. I don't do
Facebook. I have his email. I can share his email with you, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
I agree Toyota's the best, but I just took what I could get for my first one, so.
No, dude, I'm not knocking it. I still don't even have my first Toyota yet.
No, they were.
Hey, I have only driven Toyotas my entire life. Even up when I had a Lexus, when that car got totaled by
That
this.
Lexus is a Toyota.
Exactly. So I had Camry, Avalon, and then I bought, when I was in that higher profile job, I was like, oh, I need a nice, cool CEO car. So I got a Lexus. And then some chick totaled it. And then when it was totaled, I saw it with all the panels taken off. And guess what stamps were underneath those panels? Toyota.
Ah!
Yeah, I was like,
Hey,
dude, what? Same
do you
thing.
guys know
Now,
what Lexus stands for? And I'm sorry, I have to say this because you brought up Lexus. Do you
oh
know
god,
what Lexus stands for? And this is not Ford found on road dead. This is not none of that stupid shit. This
it
is
better not be
legitimately
similar
what.
to Pontiac.
No, this is literally. Oh my God, Pontiac. No,
God
Lexus
forgive me.
literally stands for Luxury Export US. LEX US. Luxury L Export EX US. Luxury Export US. US is the only place that actually has Lexuses, or at least the Americas have Lexuses. But that's what Lexus stands for.
Nice.
FYI, I'm a JDM guy. I know my Japanese cars.
All right,
I'm very
we're
good with
cranking
them.
down on battery power here. If you guys have final questions or comments for the camping kid, please make sure that you put them in the chat as we're getting ready to end here. And also I've seen a picture of it tomorrow. Yeah, I've been seeing the knives that Matt has been making for Sport Brand and Terra, and they're dope. And guys, I'm telling you, like this,
Hey,
dude, this is Light. You haven't seen yours up close, have you? I
no, I
got
have
yours.
not yet.
I got yours
But
literally right here.
hold on. Terra Triplet somebody that I actually know? And I'm asking this right now because she looks like somebody I know, and I think it's somebody that I know, but I haven't
Well,
got any confirmation.
on a live stream with 300 views, that's definitely the place to ask it.
Oh no, I have no issue with asking it. Obviously she ain't gonna blow up me, and I'm not gonna blow her up because Terra Triplet would not be.
Here, let me move this.
Oh, okay, all right. You're
Rosie,
not from
I'll have to.
Canada. You're not from
Rosie,
Canada. My bad.
I'll have to throw some green beans in. Okay, I'll throw some random ones in.
So this is
All
the light chopper. This is the
right.
cleaver,
Oh,
or the light
God, that
cleaver.
looks sweet.
So DLD with the flowers. You see Matt
Oh.
Telhart with the heart, and then on this side, light cleaver
Oh my
and
God! I
Kydex.
can't wait. Oh my God! There's a holster for it.
There's a sheath for it, and it's got the little inside the waistband tuckable thing. So guys, this is the knife we're giving away, okay? And we're getting down to the wire
Wait,
here.
you're giving away my life?
No, we're not giving away your knife.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, the light cleaver is awesome. It's very functional. Okay, so guys, let me know your feedback. The way I thought about it was if you're not here, then you can't claim the prize. What do you guys think? Is that fair? Because I selected 3 winners, and just so you guys know, let me turn the lights on. Just so you guys know, I literally wrote down all your comments and numbered them and literally went through, like, literally numbering them, and then went to random.com and I agree, not here, no prize. Okay, that's fair. And I went to random.com and I generated a random number, and then that was winner number 1. Generated a second number, that was winner number 2. Generated a third number, that was winner number 3. The reason I did that is because not everyone is going to be comfortable giving their address away. You get that? I totally support that, because I will have to mail this to you, okay? Because I don't want you coming to my house to pick it up and you're a serial killer and you take my skin off and wear it. and you get a whole box. Oh, I never have watched WWE or anything like that. I was never a wrestle watcher.
But if they want your skin, at least they will give you moisturizing regimen beforehand, right?
That's true. Let
It puts the lotion on its skin.
me plug up real quick. I'm about to lose this. Hang on.
Hey, Nick, I wish I could have been here for the full thing, man. I was dealing with some of my own family matters, and I was just basically trying not to. I don't know if you ever heard the saying, I brought you into this world, I will take you out of this world. I was trying not to take somebody out of this world today. And, yeah. Daddy's not happy.
All right, so it seems like everyone has mostly stuck around. Let me put this back here. Put that back in here. Okay, all right. So a lot of you guys know that Matt Telhart has put a lot of hard work into 4 care packages for our community, okay? And we're working on some other things. And for the guys that have emailed me saying that they would like to contribute to the giveaway, someone offered a sharpening kit with sharpening stones. Someone offered a 12-gauge press. Please re-email me, and thank you for just being so gracious, because we really appreciate it. Yes, we'll accept all of these things, create care packages, and only give them to the community. That's where all this stuff is going. We only want to give back to you guys. So, okay, so this is the box that shall belong to you, and this is the knife that shall belong to you, with the Kydex, with the tuckable belt loop, with the burnt cherry wood grip, with the mosaic flower pins. I mean, look how freaking beautiful those things are, man.
Dark, I would like to see an unboxing video.
So that's what we're gonna do. So the person that wins this and gets this, when they receive it, they will unbox it live on stream with us. Okay. All credit is due to Matthew Telhart. Okay. So it's the Mini Hunter with the camo and rose gold and all that, with the jimping. It's called a Boogle. So you're getting the Boog. Okay. But just look at how beautiful that handle is, man. Like that, he did all that custom work himself. Okay. So, all right. Winner number 1 is comment number 26. Oh, sorry, that's number 2. Comment number 42, B Fairchild. B Fairchild. Tell me you're in here, brother. Remember, there's like a 15-second delay.
Yeah, I gotta go on the real stream. Hold up.
Come on, B Fairchild. Come on. Come on. Come on.
What, does he come in a lot?
He does. He's here like every single stream.
Let it echo throughout the world for a second.
I know. I want to give him a minute. Somebody, if you know B Fairchild, tell him to come in ASAP. Because I have his email address, but that would not be fair for me to email him and tell him to come in the chat to accept the prize. If he doesn't come in by the time the clock hits 12:23, we're gonna move on to number 2. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for a child.
He's probably working a late shift right now, providing for his family and everything, and you're just gonna kill his whole 2021, Dark.
What's gonna be worse is when he goes back to rewatch this, and Tara says that's brutal.
I hope he doesn't live in Colorado.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't want to bring anything up. I snorted. Yeah, I'm not bringing up anything about Colorado.
No, we didn't get one entry, but here's what I did for the people that went and literally like put in like 12 comments. I didn't count 12. I counted 2 and I kept it going. Oh man. God, Fairchild, I'm so sorry. All right, I gotta keep it going. You'll be maybe picked on the next one. And guys, just so you know, for transparency, like I'm all about transparency. Okay. Okay. Where's the other one? Okay. The next person. Well, so I did. So it depends. So as I went through and I read, if you like legitimately had like, you know, a comment here, and then like a few hours later, a comment here, then a day later, a comment here, I counted those. I went by most recent. Now, when I go through it and I see 15 comments that say 3 hours ago, I wasn't going to count those. So I only counted 2 and I kept it moving. Okay, so I'll just show it. Can you read my handwriting?
Armitage.
Armitage, you're a number 2 winner, brother.
Taj.
You're shitting me because he's in here.
I mean that's the winner.
Hey, gentlemen, I'm glad I was here for the winner. I'm gonna let y'all go. I have urgent matters at hand, and I'll be back here on Thursday. And
Do you need a paddle?
I need. Have you ever seen what was it? Pet Cemetery 2? No brain, no pain.
Oh,
Yeah,
Armitage. Okay,
I'm gonna have to split
Armitage.
up, but no, I'm not. Love
Armitage,
y'all.
love you too, brother.
Hey Nick, get my info from Dark, and I definitely want to pass on some good growing info for you, and hook you up with anything that I possibly can for knowledge base, and also connections on edibles and mycelium variations to be able to grow. One of my good friends is a culinary mushroom farmer. Lion's mane, oysters, you name it. He has different varieties. But I know all the organic side of growing naturally. So please, I'd love to help you out, man. And we can go from there. Gentlemen, chat, deuces. Love y'all. Be safe.
Love you, brother.
Dark, love you too, brother.
Peace, brother.
Bye.
Hold on. Where is it? Okay, hold on. I want to find it just so you see, because your name was on here too. I can't. There's so many freaking comments, dude. This was way more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Okay, so okay, so Armitage. So you can Armitage, post in the comments. Are you okay with sharing an address for us to send not only the knife but the care package to as well? And I'll wait for your response. Because if you're not, like, I want this to be tied up, like, in this live stream.
He said he'll email you it.
Okay. All right, cool.
Did you hear the metal slamming again?
Dude, that is crazy.
I'm not going to be able to sleep.
I don't want to say number 3 because then that would just make the number 3rd person so sad that they didn't get it. I'll tell you what, the 3rd person is not an OG, but it's someone that say it. The third person is someone that is here. Someone that's here. Dude, I'm never doing giveaways again. This is crazy.
Is it blue sticks?
No, it's not blue sticks.
Yeah, I have no clue.
We love and appreciate all of you. And Thomas Hardy, it's not you, but obviously you were all over the list as well. So this is a challenging thing to do, but we want to make sure, that we can honor.
Bacon.
And also, we want to make sure too that we can do like more stuff like this. Like right now, I know, Tara. Damn it.
What's up, Metal Music?
What was I going to say? Oh, so I'm working with companies like CATI. I'm trying to work something out with them to where maybe I can get a set of armor plates that I can give out each month, like I shared before, and anything like that. Like if we can get like an agricultural care package, if we could do like a few giveaways each month, then I mean that would be super cool. Especially the fact that this is like viewer supported. Like guys, this is a community. We love y'all and we appreciate all of you guys. So Armitage, email me. I will put this in here. Oh, I'm not in chat. Hold on.
Yeah, it probably is a chupacabra. Well, only thing I could think of that's on the tin roof right now is the scarecrow that skinned people, and he'd pin it to the roof, and he'd stomp on the roof all night. I can't remember what that was from. I think it was Scary Stories Tell in the Dark. That's what I think it is.
That's great. Santa, no. Okay, so the other person that actually was funny enough, like I said, guess what candy I'm eating, and you'll get something. Texas Bullet actually won this. I just grabbed this off my desk. This is a second generation Glock 20 magazine, 10 millimeter from 1991. Super cool, old school. I mean, it's like legit old school with 140 caliber round in it. That's probably just as old. I think it's a Spira Gold Dot because 40 fits in a 10 mil. So Blues Sticks, email me and I'll send this to you.
Wow, you said no profanity, and there you go.
I know. I said Blue Sticks. I don't know.
No, that's not what I heard.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Any other questions for Nick? Let's see. We should make a Wan edition, like a Wan knife. That would be a great idea. If I didn't already have Matthew Telhart working on knives and a battle axe, and I'm going to spend so much money. Oh, and Matt, just so you know, that 4 foot long, like massive rebar thing that I picked up. If you want it, if you want to use on my battle axe, or if you want to use on someone else's knives, let me know, brother, and I'll send it to you. I'll get at you about a very reasonable trade real soon here, Dark. Thanks for all the work, amigo. Yeah, we love you guys, man. Thank you. And obviously, Nickolas Green Outdoors. Thank you for joining us. I know, we get off topic. We're a little crazy, and we appreciate all the value that you provided to our community, my friend.
Well, it was nice coming up. Like I said, I go on panels quite a bit, so yeah, I'm pretty comfortable going on them. So
yeah, man, you did great. We loved having you on, and the little poltergeist leprechauns in the background.
Yeah.
Ukulele and all that. Thank you, though. Seriously, man, you're awesome. With what you've achieved already at 18, dude, just keep it going, man. You're gonna do a lot of awesome things, and if you want to talk offline, man, I'm happy. Cool.
Hey, well, I appreciate you having me up.
Yeah, man.
Everyone in chat. I didn't know anyone in chat other than a few that come in. Metal music. There's Richard and.
Yeah, there are a few people that came in that were like, "I'm here."
There's a few I knew. Yeah.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe they'll catch it later, man. I appreciate it. All right, cool. we're wrapping up here, guys. Thank you so much. Stay safe,
All right.
stay dangerous, and take it easy. Peace,
See ya.
man. Later. Of course, Walter. Walter, you were all over that list too. You know you were. And I'm going to guess that that's not the only list that your name is all over. I'm just going to throw that out there. And while I am here, let me just, don't tell light. I'm going to change it back to the chem light. All right, cool. All right, I'm putting this bad boy back in the box, and I will miss this. I mean, God, that mosaic flower with copper and brass. Oh man, Matt, do you think that we could take the burnt cherry wood and replace the scales on the Black Talon 2 with this wood as opposed to doing that with G10? Because if we could do that, oh brother, if it's hard enough or solid enough, because that knife is not lined with steel. Oh dude, buy a knife from Matt, man. These things are nuts. Now that it's solo, so this is the whole rig. It's got the red eyelets, which is dope. Yeah, I figured it may be a little touchy. This thing is sharp as a mug. So this is the dark claw. And I remember when I first saw it, I was like, man, that shape is super awkward with a really big like comb pommel. Like, I don't know, like, how is that gonna work? Man, this thing fits so well in the hand. It's like crazy. And that edge is like dangerously sharp. And it's just beautiful, man. The fact that you put that much love into what you do, man, it's awesome. And it's rustic, it's utilitarian, it's usable, it's freaking rose gold, man, and that thing could just crack a melon should you choose to eat one. I'll hook you up. Yeah, guys, everyone, we got to support our people within our community. So, you know, oh, he said goodnight. So make sure, you know, if you're in the market for a knife, dude, just support Matt. He's been a huge asset to the channel, and he's a mod here. I mean, I cannot even tell you how much he put into to these kits for me and Light and the giveaway and Dugan, and he's been awesome. So Matt, I'm super grateful for you, brother, and I appreciate all you guys. So thank you. And that's all we got for tonight. So take it easy, y'all. You are, man. You're doing way more than you know, brother. If I can get this mother fudging thing back in there, I'll work on that. All right, y'all. Thank you for your time. Love y'all. Have a good night. Take it easy. Be safe. Be dangerous. Peace.